Trigger warning. The following content may discuss sensitive topics such as mental health, abuse, violence. Please proceed with caution and take care of yourself. If you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to step away.
I've never had fucking a GoFundMe for me ever. Again, so that's hilarious. So his thing against me is that, oh, I raise money for a hospital. Oh, no,
right, he's getting trolled. Everyone get me all the clips sent over and we're gonna rip this little bit.
Is that for me? It's like, do you know how stupid you sound? Do you know how stupid that sounds? I raise money for a hospital. Like, you're trying to use that against me. Are you stupid? I pushed a GoFundMe to raise money for a hospital, not for me. I personally, Louis, have never had a GoFundMe ever. So you've got your information very wrong. Fucking silly man.
Yes, brother.
You're alright.
Is it still that same thing we were talking about the other day?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so depressed. Because
I don't know why everyone's so angry.
What he's trying to use against me is that I helped raise money for a hospital. That's what he's on about. That was for a hospital, not for me. Again,
what account should tag this account, or if you can't send to it, send to my Insta.
To do with that, the trial again, like the kid.
Yeah, basically, let me quickly show you one man. Yeah, basically, they must have been alive, clearly twisting everything I've said. So then I've had a load of people in going on, just fucking, obviously just sending all their bullshit, silly threats and that. And then that guy there has apparently come to me. And people are going on saying they want me to add him in. So, as expected, add him in. And once again,
hello, how you doing, mate? You right?
Normally.
Yeah, good. I'm pretty sure from what I remember, I think it was you, and then Deacon got involved, and other people got involved. I remember even actually making key rings and putting the fundings to a GoFundMe for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we helped raise money. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, mate, this is what I'm saying. He's going to get it now because I'll pull up all the videos on him now and I'm just going to make him look like a little rat that he is.
I'm going to try and get into my emails for the GoFundMe donation I made from the key rings and that, and see if I can see what it said on the donation bit, you know.
Yeah, he had Amazon wish list, he had everything up.
It was just given. I'm going to have a look, but yeah, I'll get back to you. But yeah, it definitely was a whole lot going around about it, you know.
Yeah, I remember. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. All right, see you later.
All right, thank you, mate.
All right.
What was it? Reacting to videos from an account called Baby Girl, account called Rent a Gob, a couple other accounts that I don't remember their name, right? And on the videos, obviously some things they said made sense, some didn't. The stuff that I didn't think made sense, I happily said, oh, that don't make sense. Stuff that I did think made sense, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. For whatever reason, he's so pressed. But again, this guy, he makes no sense. He's going like GoFundMe. But again, this doesn't mean they all just fucking lie. Because I never once said that they shouldn't have one. I never once said that. I've never once said they shouldn't have one. I've never once said for anyone to not send money to it. I've never once said the surgery weren't real. I've never once said that I don't believe the kid's ill. Never once said any of that. The only thing I ever said was that a lot of their own, in fact, to be honest, my only actual point that I've ever had.
And send me over the GoFundMe and everything like that as well. I'm more sure there'll be videos out there of his wish lists and everything as well.
Not insulted, I then been blocked. One of, like, three of them, I don't know in real life, but, you know, I know them through the app. And, like, one of them, like I said, is called Marley Moore. His whole account, like, his whole TikTok account is just helping animals and people that are in bad situations, right? And even he got blocked. And that's it, really. I don't have any point about GoFundMe or money raise. I don't care. Like, I don't have anything against that. Them raising money on a GoFundMe, I have nothing against that. If I had something against GoFundMe, I wouldn't have promoted them for other babies and sick people. Yeah. My only thing is I just didn't get the point. Like, to be honest, the only point I didn't get was like...
Torrent gifted him loads, so did DG Decor, so May, top creators did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He owned loads of gifts and everything.
You're a very stupid person, ain't you?
I think a lot of people, because there's a lot of chat going on.
What's going on TikTok, man? But I will now make it my mission now to terrorise this little dickhead. He's going to get terrorised. And I'll make sure I show all the old videos, everything.
Instead of just actually watching the stream and listening...
Let's not forget what he done to his missus. Yeah? Do we have to pull up them videos? Make sure, yeah, actually, find me the videos as well, people. The ones with his missus, when his missus come live.
I don't even know what the
and was saying about how he'd done this and that.
And clearly earlier they must have been lying about.
Exactly that top girl. Exactly that top girl. You just remind me as well.
Said people shouldn't have a GoFundMe, like, literally, the only point has ever been people like Marley getting blocked, people like Aisha, people like Mike, blah 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 blah. There's quite a lot of people.
Yeah. This is the thing, no one sees that. They just see you speak, like, saying how it is. And then they're like, oh, why is he doing this?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I would just... Yeah, I don't care. He can post videos.
Yeah, he did. He lifted his hand to her, didn't he?
Idiot. What, the same girl that's been dating me nearly the entire year? The same girl that admitted basically everything she said weren't even true. Okay, dig it up. You're just going to look silly. I literally don't care. Go dig it up. Wow. The same girl that I dropped multiple videos of proving everything wrong at Christmas. The same one that was then with me after that. The same one that basically admitted near enough everything weren't true.
Women can go through abuse and still stay in a relationship, just saying.
Saying it weren't true. The same one who her own mum said weren't true. Okay, dig it up. I don't care. Like, the clips of that have already hit over 1 million views, mate. So, like, your 20,000 followers ain't much more.
20?
Like,
go over and tell him that my main is on 65, please. Just go over and tell him. Because I went on my backup, clearly said backup.
Anything. You're just showing stuff that people already think. Like, literally. But again,
I'm going to say one thing before I disappear.
This way, even now, exactly, Kirsty. He's not exposing nothing about me. Like,
you want to bet?
Himself looks silly, to be honest. Like, what an idiot. Because again, clearly, his main... Again, he's twisting it too. His main point is that... His main point is... I don't get it.
He can't look... I just written his chat and now he's stumbling.
They shouldn't have a go at it. Like, I don't understand this. Like, tell me... When have I ever said that? Like, you can't.
I guarantee I'll have him crying within the next 2 days.
Wow.
Alright? I'll have him crying with an apology video.
Wow. I don't care. But again, I don't even that. It's not about followers. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Well, stop saying that then, you dickhead.
And what has that got to do with GoFundMe? Like, it makes no sense.
Scammer.
You lot are such trolls. It's actually so funny. To be honest, it's actually so funny. The way you twist everything, it just proves more and more that you lot are actually the liars. It makes sense why you're getting so pressed.
Do you know what's even funnier is he actually thinks that we're here sticking up Hope Harley when in fact we was just cam 2ing him having our say on the situation that we've seen from the outside and he's pressed.
And then how people actually raised. How can you expect people to help you if they aren't allowed to know anything? That makes no sense. But let's not talk about it now. Holly, no. People are going to come in chatting rubbish. That no-face thinks he's some hard guy.
They muted me.
Coming in chatting all these bullshit.
This is what I'm saying, he gives it the big one because he knows no one can turn up and give him a slap because if he does, his little heart would give up.
Going on about GoFundMe, I don't give a fuck. Going on about videos of me and my ex, okay? Great, good for you. Good for you. He can post them all he wants.
So I think tonight, at some point, we will run through all the videos.
He will troll you until you need a new heart. Exactly. He just sounds like a fucking idiot. If no face is so hard, tell him pick somewhere in Coventry and we'll just...
Oh, here we go. Listen, like I'm going to turn up and scrap with a geezer that needs a heart.
He won't, will he? He'll sit and troll on the internet. It's funny, he cares so much about ill people, but he'll sit and troll someone on the internet.
Who says they care about ill people?
But then he's meant to be this this lovely guy.
The f***? No one's even mentioned about anything like that.
Or whatever like that. Going on about a point I didn't even say. Like, again, I'd love for him to tell me whenever I said that they shouldn't have one or anything like that. Like, again, nobody can do that.
I'm requesting the box again.
I'm not let him speak. If he thinks he's going to come in and just talk to me like shit on my own account.
You can't speak to someone when they're just shouting at you, you know what I mean? How are you supposed to have a
Exactly. Did you hear the way he was talking? I added him in, I was completely quiet, and he's just fucking shouting his mouth about me. Like, yeah, no, that isn't how civil discussion works. Civil discussion is an add someone on your stream, they mouth off trying to act all hard, chatting rubbish to you, and you just sit there and be like, yes sir, yes, oh sorry sir. Like, no, that ain't how it works. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, like, the thing is, the hate is one thing, but like, you can have an opinion, but like, if you're gonna
he is a little knock, isn't he?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he picked the wrong fucking group to try and be a knock too, because like I said, I will just troll the fuck out of him.
I'm not gonna be threatened by some random guy on the internet. It's like, what the fuck?
Did anyone make a threat? Did I make a threat to him
So
when I went into his live?
Yeah, trolling and chatting shit, but yet I'm meant to be the troll. It's so funny. Even now, I've still been a much better person than all of you. Still haven't insulted any of you. Even him. Even after him being so horrible, still ain't actually insulted him. Yet you lot, non-stop, but yet you want to make out I'm the troll and I'm the horrible one. Oh yeah.
He just got scared and run away like a little that he is.
Video where they showed clear things that didn't seem to add up. And on top of that, I never even actually said they were true. I just said, yeah, it don't add up. Never said that it was 100%, you know, because this video says XYZ, it's a fact. Never said that, did I? No. No, I didn't. What's it? What? I don't know what you're on about. Nothing adds up. Exactly. It's like they can get angry because stuff don't add up all they want. I really just don't care.
Are you going to come for the whole app that agrees with Louis there? Baby cakes, no one's even talking about Hope Harley, so that's what I mean. You're just fucking dopey because of yous are all sitting there thinking we're sticking up Hope Harley. I don't even give a fuck about her. I don't speak about Hope Harley.
The fucking person in the video.
He started getting an attitude because we was cam 2ing. So now he's got that energy.
You need to remember he was once in that position. That don't even make sense.
Yeah, his mum did go in there, Top Girl, and that's what I'm saying. Like, his mum was on the app doing the same thing as what that other person's doing. He's talking about.
I never said they have to say that. All I've done is state what their own people have said. Like, you realise, do they not realise most of the people in my chat were their own followers, right? They were people that supported them, that now aren't supporting them because they feel like they've not been told full transparency. But again, it's like, I don't care. I'll just let all of them, all the haters, I'll just let you embarrass yourselves. You just can keep making videos on me, talking bad about me, and you do nothing but make yourself look embarrassing, to be honest.
The only person who's making herself look embarrassed is this guy.
The GoFundMe's on, it don't even make sense, because that isn't for me, is it? You realise, I think I'd already had my surgery, actually, when that had happened. I'd already been through surgery and was out of hospital. That is when I tried to promote the GoFundMe, and it weren't for me. That was for other people again. So again, you just look silly. Every GoFundMe I've ever pushed were never for me. I didn't benefit from any GoFundMe I've ever pushed.
Listen, yeah, this guy benefited daily. He would go live, yeah, begging for gifts. His mum would sit live begging for gifts as well. Do you know what I mean? As well as his uncle pushing GoFundMes and wish lists and everything like that. So you can't sit there and say he made out of it. Because I remember G Crew gifted him big. I'm more than sure Wolf gifted him big. Tyrone and all that was gifting it. Everyone was gifting this geezer big. Do you know what I mean? So they could get him on the dailies so that he could get the attention he needed. His account could get pushed out there. Do you know what I mean? He's sitting there talking about, oh, I've got 200k followers. Mate, you didn't have that when you first come on it, though, did you? It was only because of everyone like myself, Wolf, G Crew and all that, was pushing videos, pushing you onto the FYP, doing all of that. Everyone who has gifts on are begging. They're on for a reason. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Baby Cake, but I'm not sat here turning around saying that I've got a condition and I needed money, am I?
Exactly, but they just expose themselves. They try and make out I'm horrible and I'm a bully and I'm this and that. Yet their entire chat is just trolls. We've got grown women with kids on their profile trying to brag about trolling me. Like, do you not know you look like an idiot? You just look fucking silly. Want social services?
Absolute cretin.
Like, we'll send social services the pictures of I want social services would think if they knew the parents just sat trying to troll someone a year and a half out of transplant. That's what they do all day of their time. Sit trying to troll people with illnesses, bragging that, oh, we're going to try till you're back in hospital. Wonder what social services would think to that. You're looking after kids, but yet in your free time, you brag you're going to troll someone until you put them back into hospital. Fucking hell. I'd be worried to let anyone like that babysit.
Shut crying, you little bitch. You weren't fucking saying that when you had that energy a minute ago. You div.
To be fair, even the actual people whose thing it is, even their fucking followers ain't this bad. This fucker's followers are only trolls. Which is kind of funny because...
And we love it! Wait until Alex comes live, we'll get Alex to send his lot over as well. How about that? Like I said, welcome to Drama Talk, you little prick.
I've said fucking 5,000 times. Like, anyone that's been watching for a while...
Han, what's going on?
I'm sick of hearing me repeatedly say it. Even I'm sick of saying it. But again, clearly they can't get it through their head. The only point I ever had that I didn't agree with was people getting blocks that had what's it? What's gone wrong? People getting blocked that donated. Sorry, that's what I mean. That's what I meant. God. Again, all you idiots.
This peasant did ham.
Just look like a fucking moron. Like literally, if all you morons think you're so hard trying to attack me, I'll just go to a public place right now, and you can all turn up and show us how.
Imagine saying that when you've just had to sit and beg for a heart. You've had to sit and beg for a heart, and now you're willing to go out and risk that heart to go and scrap it out with someone, knowing that you'll literally have a heart attack. Pop your clogs on the spot.
Get so pressed as you literally just
I know,
say
it's
what's going
hilarious.
on.
Fuck me, you think? I don't even know actually. I actually can't even think of an analogy. Nah, you are a mod, Kelsey. You are a mod. You are. You're still a mod, Kelsey. I'm gonna add the block feature too. Anyone saying they're silly threats, whatever, just block them. Can't be asked for silly threats.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Fran. No respect for his heart donor either.
Oh, one sec, 1 minute. Michelle was muted by accident. Let me unmute you. Michelle's on our side. I just unmuted you by the thingy. Oh yeah, sorry, Everlust. Yeah, Michelle, I've just unmuted you. You were muted by accident. Yeah, I'm just gonna add block feature. There you go. Oh, basically, Kelsey, to make a really long story short, there's an account called Hope for Harley, which I will just say the actual name now, because this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of people I know locked in. My face getting called out by Lou with highlight. Yeah.
Some kind of illness, won't bother going into detail. He's clearly got an illness anyway. What's it? They claim they need to take him to America to get this surgery, and the amount they want to raise.
We was just sat here, like we do with every situation, just sitting on the outside,
Whatever they've got.
having our say. I turned around and said, I get that people are saying that the Hope for Harley thing is a bit sketchy because there's some questionable stuff. But as someone who had been trolled through going through the same situation and being questioned, i.e. King Louis, yeah, you would have thought he'd be better about the situation. And then next minute he's fucking trying to go on like we've fucking made death threats to him and that. The fuck?
Obviously, this is my 10th stream back. A couple of days ago, I had a couple of accounts saying to me, oh, go promote that GoFundMe.
Hey, big up the Observer in there as well.
So, next day, I went and looked it up. Because obviously, especially after being in hospital, the amount of GoFundMes I would get sent to me all the time. So I thought, let me go do my research before I possibly push or donate something that might not be.
Hey, Han, thank you very much.
I'd never actually looked into it. I just heard the name a couple of times. So I searched the name on TikTok. The account come up.
Oi, that's Han, innit?
Instead of being a big
Fucking hell, Han, where you been?
non-stop videos.
I just clicked on your account.
Exposing them for saying one thing, the next day they're saying the opposite. Uploading one thing, the next day it's the opposite. Just so many contradictions. So I thought, slam the brakes on. I ain't gonna promote this or don't.
Nah, this is the one that had the heart transplant. Mate, chicken
On
stuff.
stream that day, someone asked comments about like promoting it or whatever, and all I said was, oh, I looked into that, and seems to be some things that don't have.
Oh, big up to the Observer. See, this is why you all need to follow up the Observer, yeah? Because if you ever need to go back and find stuff, can someone pin the Observer quickly?
And then they commented asking how things.
The Observer has everything.
Needs to be raised.
Everything. Make sure you all follow up the Observer. I'll have a nice little watch through them in a bit.
They'd ask like 5 questions and then block. So I said, oh yeah, that is a bit weird. I wonder why people are getting blocked for literally nothing. La-di-da-di-da. That was it. More and more people are talking. Then I'm getting told to watch this video, that video, that video. So I watched a couple of videos, and like I said, if something made sense, I'd say, oh yeah, that seems sus. If something didn't make sense, I'd say that. For example, one of the things that was said, that a lot of people have been saying, is that, oh, the mum declined surgery from NHS because she didn't like it was on 2 weeks' notice, but yet now she...
Right, let me grab a bottle of water.
And what's hilarious is, they ignore this part, I'd actually backed her on that, and I'd said, to be fair, guys, I'm pretty certain that was a different surgery. I'm pretty certain that weren't the same surgery. I'd actually backed him on that. Then another thing, then what I weren't backing him on was the donation side of it, because, that is weird to me, why are you blocking people? Because again, like I'll reiterate, because he is a good person to use, Marley Moore, his whole account is just helping people, and even he got blocked. So like, why is he blocked? What's he done to deserve that? Then again, someone called Aisha, she's another woman, just a normal woman, got a couple of kids. She'd sent somebody trying to help, got blocked. Who else is there? Mike, he's a big gifter on TikTok, he claims he'd sent $5 grand. asked the normal question and got blocked. Obviously, can I prove that fucking Marley, Mike, Aisha, and however many other people, that what they say is dead and correct? Obviously not. I'm just going off their word, you know? But that's their word. If you think what they're saying isn't true, take it with them. Don't take it with me.
Well, you're the one bringing the word to the platform, ain't you?
This no face guy, I really just was so confused.
Oh, I've got him so affected, ain't I? And I ain't even done nothing. Anubis.
His way about how he's gonna. Chris, you're probably blocked by accident. The mods are happening to block every fucking second. So if you didn't do anything.
Imagine how affected he is by an animation of a ninja.
Yeah, this no face guy, I literally.
This no face guy.
Fuck knows. Apparently he knows me, but I don't know it. And so yeah. I'm just confused what his fucking point is, to be fair. Like, yeah, he's going on and on and on about GoFundMe, but yet I've never once said they shouldn't have a GoFundMe. I've never once said anything about the surgery. In fact, I've non-stop...
Tell him to let me in and I'll explain.
I've non-stop said that the fucking illness is clearly legit, you know? Like I said, for the 100 millionth fucking time, the only doubt, the only thing that seemed fishy was... normal donators donating, asking basic questions, and then they're blocked. That was it. How this is getting so fucking twisted.
What's going on, Swag?
Like, blown up. It's crazy to me.
He's not a new character, he's an old character, but he's an absolute melon.
Let him on. All he did was want to shout and fucking scream. Like I said earlier, like, you lot are going on.
What do you mean I could have spoke to him in a calm manner? What, after he'd just been sitting there hunting me off, Amy? Are you mad?
Like, he's the one.
Behave yourself.
I just dropped him out.
I'm not one of these TikTok goons, mate, are going to sit here and get taken like that. Are you crazy?
What's it? Harley people were moaning, saying not to...
Oh, he started getting fresh, Alicia, because we was cam 2ing.
I stopped talking about the subject, was chilling at Starbucks, just doing my own thing. They're the ones that were spamming about in comments. Then when I carried on ignoring them, they're saying, oh, you're ignoring the comments because you're hiding things. So I respond to the comments. No matter what I do, if I respond...
I've been sat in his request to get him ages. He kicked me out the first time, but he won't let it back up.
So it's like, no matter what you do or say, they are just adamant on twisting it against you, no matter what. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'll just let them all keep saying...
If he was a man, he'd let me up in the box so I could have my say.
2 days from now, I'll make a video, and they'll just look silly. Because I'll literally just have a clip here of them claiming I've said fucking whatever about the illness. Then the next clip will be my actual stream, where I repeatedly said the illness is clearly 100% legit. Then... that's what I'll do, is I'll just literally have...
Yes, that's the one, Ruth.
Whatever, clip of what I actually said, back and forth for a minute, and then if anyone still hates after that, then there's no saving you. Anyone hates after that, you must think the sky's green.
Right, Louis, I'm gonna leave you to...
Yeah, see you in a bit, bro.
Dad.
The sound from him is low.
I'm fucking confused, like, again, I ain't
bring
got
it
no
back
face guy, I'd happily talk to him.
Well, let me up then.
He was able to speak normally.
Tell him to let me up then.
I'm not going to talk to him if it's going to be me sit here trying to be cordial and him screaming his head off. Like, that ain't how I work. Like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do a scream where I'm not scream. Sorry, I'm not going to do it where I'm.
Go and tell him to let me up, and I won't shout at him. All right, if it makes him feel like more of a man.
Like, if you want to talk to me, just DM me. I'll talk to you in DMs. Like, yeah, like people try and claim that I'm doing drama. That's the exact reason I'm not going to do that box. And then again, in terms of the videos and my acts, whatever you want to do, I just don't care. Like, people have already seen that. You seem well suited to be best friends. What, me and him? Well, clearly, whoever he is, clearly fucking hates me, so I doubt that. But, yeah. But just to clear the GoFundMe thing up, yeah, that weren't for me. That was to help other people. That was, fucking them boxes, can't remember what the name is. Them boxes that people have for transplants. I'd already had my transplant by that point. Weren't for me. But I'll talk to him in DMs, that's what I'll do. If he wants to talk to me, we'll talk in DMs.
I ain't gonna DM you, mate, you mad?
Me and him can argue, views will shoot through the fucking roof, sound. But I just can't be asked for it, like... I've been trying my best to not have drama streams. I already did.
Just go over and say, let him up, he's not gonna shout at you. Alright?
Fucking hell. I can't think, you know? I've already had more than enough bullshit arguments.
I'll DM him.
I can't be asked for it.
Should I DM him off my main account now?
Over things that haven't even been
Watch.
said, carry on. If
King.
you know, if you really strongly feel or think that I've said something you don't like, you can give me a DM and we can talk about it there. Because I don't want to have some silly drama stream. Like, that is really not what I want to do. Like, I don't want my streams to be known for fucking... I don't want my 2026 streams to just be arguing with random people. Like, I just don't want that. Like, I've been trying to keep them as upbeat and good as I can, and so far, they've been going great. Today's the only day that it's been...
He won't even let me up.
To be honest. Louis is speaking to thousands of... Exactly.
Let me up!
Like, yeah. You know, I can't lie. I can't help but feel like most of these troll accounts, they just want to see an argument. I can't... Like, in my personal opinion, is, again, I just feel like they just want me and that guy to argue for the next hour or 15 minutes, whatever. That's what them troll accounts want, you know? And again, for everyone claiming this is all for clout, whatever, well, if that was the case, I'll just add him up, let him scream at me, scream back at him, and we'll just have a little shouting match for an hour, and fucking we'd probably...
Well, no, because I could just do you on here, mate. Like, no problem.
Especially on this page, because on my backup I probably wouldn't care that much. But, you know, on this page, this is meant to be for fucking helping people with illnesses and a more positive side of it. So I don't want to fill it with just me arguing with some random guy.
Just go and tell him I'm not going to argue with him. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't let me talk last time, Collywobs. That's what I'm saying. That's why I had to get a bit irate with him.
You don't need to explain anything to them. They'll be sorry when they find out the truth. Oh, exactly. Like, I just don't care. Like, I really, like, I can't, like, they just can't make me care. Like, again, like, everyone wants to keep going on about my own illnesses. Well, I have about an 8 to 10 year lifespan as it is, so I really couldn't give a fuck, to be honest with you. Like, my patience is getting this thin. Like,
oh, scary.
Fucking so fucking gorgeous. I'm really fucking trying my best to try and have only positive streams for this year. Fuck me. The amount of silly bullshit death threats, insults and whatever that you lot don't stop fucking DMing or commenting to me, it's like my patience is just fucking getting thin and thin. Like I'm either gonna end up just exploding and fucking arguing with every Tom, Dick and Harry, which
he just needs to let me in the box and stop being a little girl.
I'm probably just gonna end the stream and just have a couple of days off because
that's probably gonna be your best option.
Containers now. Like, fuck me, my words have been twisted so fucking much. Like, God.
Tell Kirsty and his thing I won't. I won't.
Louis, everyone in here is just abusing you.
They are. This whole chat.
Louis, everyone in here.
This whole chat are actually going it.
Sent by the scammer. It's not your fault. Hey, thank you so much. Exactly. Like, I just can't be fucked. Like, literally, complete and utter fucking liars. I can't lie. Absolute liars. It's positive streams. Are you okay? We've seen all the toxic drama with your girlfriend. You realise that was like 2 years ago.
Right, I'm gonna have to get myself fucking another drink.
Surgery, idiots. I'd only just come out of heart surgery 3 months, right? 3 fucking months, and all of that was already disproven anyway. And if you want to go on about drama, I hadn't said fuck all. What's it? I was 3 months out of surgery. You just want to lie and make out, oh, I'm DV and all that. I couldn't walk more than fucking 2 meters at a time without even having, even with a walker, I couldn't walk even 2 meters without struggling to breathe. So if any of you are stupid enough to think I was actually going about doing things that early out of surgery, then you're just a fucking idiot. I'd went and met Birdman nearly a year out of surgery, and even asked him, the second that camera shut, he had to run a red light so I could jump out the car, and I could not stop being sick. I was so ill that night, literally, the whole time the stream was on, I was incredibly struggling as it was then. That was about a year out. So if you idiots think 3 months out I was actually going about doing anything remotely mad, then you just know nothing about the condition. Like, yeah. And on top of that, the actual person who's going on about has already even fucking backtracked multiple times, but whatever. Literally, can someone mute that account above Olivia?
He really can't let me in the box, he's too scared.
Someone just mute that account. What is she called? Natna. Someone just block and mute her. Like, I'm so sick of this bullshit. Like, everyone is just twisting everything.
He's angry. Imagine sitting there though, yeah, and acting like we was doing something to him. We was camping to him like everyone else does. Alex, EQ, everyone camps too. And then he started getting a little fucking... got his knickers in a twist. Oh, he's muting himself. And started giving it Billy Big Bollocks for no reason, saying that we're sticking up for Hope Harley and everything. Have I ever mentioned Hope Harley? Never. Because it's not something I talk on. Apparently so, yeah, I don't know, we was just watching. I'm just watching from the outside of what he's talking about, because if I see a bit of Hope for Harley's mum saying something, I watched that and then I thought, oh, let's see what he's saying. And then then he's all, someone said, oh, No Face is cam to you, and he's all like, oh, he's doing it for clout, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like, mate, we've got 1,000 people in there, you've got 200 people in your room. What are we doing for clout? We sit on the outside and watch all the drama. Whether it be from Nitty Talk, Drama Talk, or Unwell Talk. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. And then I pointed out a few things. Being that obviously that his mum got trolled through him being unwell. So like, he shouldn't be portraying the same sort of energy towards another family. Which is fair enough, I can say that stuff. I'm an outsider. Thank you, Olivia. Yeah, I see you, Maisie, thank you. No, Hope for Harley's mum never had a level 35 gifting badge. I looked, she's got a level 1 gifting badge. And I took a screenshot to prove that, because I did see people in her chat questioning, saying, apparently you've got a level 35 gifting badge. And he said that as well. I heard him on his live, which she ain't. Yeah, she may have, Angela. I just said that the account I see her on had a level 1 gifting badge. And like I said, I ain't sticking up for Hope Harley, I'm not sticking up for f***ing Louis. I'm an outsider watching inwards. But these think I'm f***ing... He thinks I'm part of their side. Like, we're our own f***ing community. Always have been. He's been in that position, so you'd think it'd be more emphatic, yeah. Yeah, I think he has to bright eyes though. I think he's like, his temperature's different to ours because of where he's ill. I think he has to like obviously make sure he's wrapped up, otherwise he becomes unwell and stuff like that. But as I said, from what I see, because I did come past that Hope Harley's page earlier and I see the mum like having a little speak and that, and yeah, I did have a little check and she's got a level 1 gifting badge. In fact, do you know what, like I said, I screenshotted it. Or maybe I didn't.
Right, 1 minute, I'm back. No, is this on the phone call? Oh, fuck me, it's so hot. Oh shit, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. God, I'm fucking boiling, lads. Wow.
It's a level 1, I looked early. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck, it's fucking so hot. Oh, it's 20 degrees to be fair.
When people say she's sending lies to others, that's not true. No, well, clearly not, mate, because if she was sending lines, she'd have a f***ing big gifting badge.
Oh, exactly, I don't care. They're all fucking idiots, mate. Took everything I've said completely out of context. Not remotely close. Like, at this point, I have to believe. Louis, green screen my latest post. I'll have a look 1 second. He's come to in a quiet live. Yeah, I know, how silly. I'm sat on a fucking phone call and...
Well, it's not quite live, is it? Because you sat there fucking crying like a little about it.
He's some major fucking big shot. So why's he come to me? I'm some fucking loser, you know? I'm a horrible douchebag, apparently.
Oh, his whole energy's changed since he got off the phone call, innit?
But my phone's on 1%. I didn't realise.
Oh, yeah. Energy levels have changed real quick, haven't
My
they?
phone's literally on 1%. So I've got
I wonder who the phone call was from.
I don't know if it'll fucking go up and charge or not.
Pussy.
It might die. I may have to turn it back. Wait a sec. Bloody hell. Right, the phone may die or it may not. I don't know. Let me turn my brightness all the way down. 1 minute. We always know he's being come to. I don't care. Good for them. They can come to. Good for them. You know, I'm a clout chaser, but yet they're come to me. I'm a clout chaser, but yet I was sat chilling in Starbucks, and all these lot were fucking bombarding me to react to their comment. Makes sense.
You was just at home, you little melon. The fuck?
I just don't give a fuck.
Was he in Starbucks or was he at home? Because I'm sure he was at home.
Kelly wanted the heat off her.
He might have been in Starbucks actually, I don't know, I weren't paying that much attention.
Oh, I can't lie, it's fucking seeming like that for real, bro. He's muted for a reason, so he can't. Yeah, I was on a call.
I'm still in his request to get in the box, he still ain't letting me in. He let me in the first time and then kicked me down.
Like, fuck me, like, all these people, they're gonna look so silly when they see what my actual was said. They're gonna look so fucking silly. But whatever. Like, this has happened time and time again. Well, not this exact thing, but you know what I mean. Like, so many times on TikTok, people have said dumb shit and went back on it. Like I said, what's it? Even EQ. EQ apologised for everything she said about.
There you go. Someone's been over and spoken because I referenced EQ, yeah? He was either watching our live a minute ago when he went on mute, yeah? And then when he had that phone call, he was either watching our live at the same point because there's no reason for him to come up and say about EQ.
It don't take more than a week or two, and every Tom, Dick and Harry tries to wreck it. Fuck me, man.
No, mate. You started trying to run your mouth about me, which activated my community.
Well, yeah, I'll back him on that. It ain't
not my problem, mate.
I'm gonna assume.
Put your big girl f***ing blouse on
death threats. I'm gonna
and deal with it.
They ain't directly saying that. I will admit that. But you know, but they are aware. You know, if you're being incredibly aggressive and acting in that way, then you are aware that your followers are going to go do that, which is the exact reason why I've tried to stay so respectful and kind to anyone.
Can I just say, I'm proud of my community. I'm proud of each and every one of you. We are a troll community, in a way. We are. I won't lie. But we'll hold that.
For no reason, but that ain't what I'm trying to do.
I lie, we're just a community full of people that love to go off and have a laugh and a bit of banter.
It's overheating. It's fucking dying and overheating. Give it a sec. You can hear a noise, it's just the aircon. There you go. Whoa, fucking hell, brother. Go on. Bruh, imagine doing fucking 60.
You'd have thought after waiting all that time for a heart, you'd want to protect it by putting a seatbelt on, no? Or he might not be able to.
She talks in lives like she's above everyone. Louis hasn't even mentioned their names. Yeah, that's what's more bad. It's so funny actually, because until about 5 minutes ago,
I even troll Alicia in the real world, alright? So
like the actual account name, I've not even said.
We ain't actually trolls, I lie. We just sit and chill and have a laugh and.
If I was reading comments and come up, maybe.
We ain't nasty trolls. We go through and help a lot of people, to be fair.
That's more funny. But these are all just going to look so silly because 90% of everything they say is something that I ain't even said.
I've had open oxygen. Yes, you wear a seatbelt.
And then again,
right, there's a lot of you in there that ain't got heart me's in. Can you get your followers in, please, and get your heart me's in? It's appreciated.
Like, I don't know how that's used against me. Like, with that same metric,
He can wear a
are
seatbelt.
you going to use Harley's GoFundMe against me? Like, I pushed his.
You think he would
again,
go
him, not
gym?
me. So is that going to be used against me too? Like, it makes no sense. But like I said,
Olivia, don't lie. You was trolling heavily the other night.
But this is why I weren't adding people to box.
You've got to heart me in.
Because everyone in this lot are incapable
Yeah,
of normal conversation.
because you made a comment that activated your heart me. That's a little cheat code for people if people can't afford to heart me. Comment it reactivates heart me.
Not even 10%. So it's like, yeah, what's the point? Add them all to boxes so they can sit talk to me like shit. Like, no, that ain't how it works. Like, it goes one.
Is he actually still talking about me? Is he still that affected?
They sit fucking being all horrible to me.
Is he actually still talking about me?
Argue that.
Sake, I was just not.
Got some silly drama stream for no reason, or drop them off the box. If this was a year or two ago, I'd have probably thought, fuck it, add him in.
I'm still sat in his request waiting to get in.
But you know, at the end of the day, I'm 23 now. This isn't like when I was fucking 21 and all that.
I can't comment off the Cam 2 account. Yeah, I'll have a look in a minute, Sam.
Back when, in the past, when any other creators have tried to have a go at me, you know, I was a bit younger. I was probably quite fucking down. Not long out of surgery, and I just didn't give a fuck. I'd be like, sound, if anyone wants to fucking argue with me, then we'll argue. Nowadays, you know, I just would rather not. Nowadays, unless I've got no choice, then I'd rather not argue with anybody.
Yeah, there we are.
In fact,
Right, let me just show you, Sam.
Literally, he can even back me.
Oh, Birdman's in there. Bird flu.
I was literally fucked. We did our stream. The second that stream was done, I could not stop being sick. I was repeatedly sick.
I'll get him back on the set, people. You see that? That's the gifting badge right there. Level 1. So when they're running around shouting that they've got a 35 level gifting badge, they ain't.
To be honest, but I just ain't. It'll go. And I know for a fact that's exactly what his followers want too. I can see it a mile away. That is what his followers want.
What? What do my followers want? I missed that bit.
Yeah, I know. I already did that earlier. And it wasn't even 5 seconds in, it was just screaming and shouting at me. But again, what I would suggest is, if you feel so strongly on the topic, DM me what you think I've said, and then I'll just answer you, unlike other people, without diverting, simple yes or no's.
How about no? How about I'm not going to inbox you? How about I'm just going to terrorise you every time you go live now, for you cheeky prick?
I'm pretty certain. Oh shit. I'm pretty certain you can DM me. Let me check.
Oh, I did actually. I DM'd him saying, let me in the box.
Yeah, he's not blocked. He can DM me. But I can just see, obviously, they come to me anyways. This is pointless. They come to me, and near enough every one of his followers is just gagging for an argument.
Gagging!
Shazza, thank you. 1 minute. Hello, Angel. Oh, exactly. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, Summer. Them lot are the ones that say all the fucking awful things to me. I've sat there letting them all get away.
We've not said anything awful to him at all.
Oh, for bloody hell. 1 minute. Oh, why not? Let me whack the phone on here, in fact. 1 sec. I forgot I've got this. I've got this phone on, I always forget I even have it.
Yeah, it was a video on his account I was just watching. I'm sat in these requests. He still won't let me up again.
I'm not doing a box.
See?
I'm going to sit doing back and forth bullshit. They already come to him as it is. Like his people have made it incredibly clear they want nothing but to see him sit and argue with me. I can't be fucked to sit arguing.
No one's made that fucking thing.
Saying, oh, I just want drama, I just want to argue.
He will be made a victim swag.
If that was the case, we would have just sat and argued with him then. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's driver's seat mirrored.
Trying to look all tough, commenting, saying, "Oh, they're gonna troll me till I'm back in hospital and shit like that." Like, yeah. Again, it's just fucking silly. And what's mad is, I could understand if it was like young teenagers.
I was trying to speak to him, he wouldn't stop over talking me. So I had to just tell him.
Maybe earlier old fucking full-grown women with kids and everything. Crazy. Fucking, it's mad. The shit they've said to me over things I hadn't even actually said.
What did I say?
I didn't even say stuff that bad to someone like Ben Knights. Even when me and Ben Knights were peak argument, I didn't say stuff even. I didn't even go to that level with him. As what these are saying to me over literally nothing. Crazy. The shit.
He's got some proper victim mentality, this kid, isn't he?
Is fucking not as bad as what I've said to some of my worst enemies. Crazy. Okay, well, according to the comments, they are, so I don't know. I had like fucking 30 people tell me they are, one person say they're not. So, don't mention the person who's cam 2ing you, he wants the clout. Well, yeah, I don't know. Apparently I'd spoke to in the past, but I genuinely don't remember that. You know, I've spoken to so many people. If I have, I do not remember it.
What clout are we going to get from someone who's sat on 120 viewers?
Like, if it's someone I know...
The only clout he had was when he was on here clouting for a new heart.
Random people...
The fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
I hate when people talk about clout.
Exactly. And well, that's what I'm saying. Why would I add
It's 2026, mate.
Sat on my box, but then on live saying about me needing another heart. Fucking disgusting. Disgusting, mate. Yeah, I'm not going to add someone in that sat bragging about me needing another heart. Fuck off. Like, literally, at this point, I'm not even going to be respectful. At this point, just fuck off. Simple as that. At this point, any of you just get fucking blocked. There you go. Like, I'm sick of that now. I ain't going to have that. Like, you little twats think you can say them all. Like, fuck off. There you go. You want to go on about all that, get blocked. There you go. Get
Triggered!
There you go. Block all these idiot people. Get all these idiot people. There you go. Sat bragging that I'm gonna need another heart and all that. Get fucking blocked, you little twats. Get blocked. There you go. Yeah, fuck off. That's what I'm saying. Oh, add into box. Then all the chat going on, bragging that he's sat on live, saying about making me a new heart. Fuck off. Get blocked. Ain't gonna add someone like that into my chat. Are you mad? Hilarious. Oh, this is what I mean though. It's fucking hilarious. They can sit bragging and slating, going on saying about laughing, saying about making me need another heart and stuff like that, and that's fine. Oh, no one sees an issue with that.
Right, listen, yeah, I did make a statement earlier, and that statement was that I will have him crying within 2 days. I take that back. By end of tonight, he'll be crying.
Financial side. That's all I said. And I'll go death threat, insult.
No, what? Who's made death threats? Wild.
Sat bragging on a live saying about making me.
I'm trying to get in on my account.
Oh, no issue with that. That's completely fine. Oh, that's nowhere near as bad. Yeah, they're trying to chat shit, bragging that you're gonna make someone need a new heart that's been already through one fucking transplant. Oh yeah, that no issue at all. That's completely sound. But the other person who fucking sat and watched a video. And the other person who watched the video, not even said one insult to anybody, just stated that, yeah, what's said on the video does look a bit fishy. That's it. Oh, him.
Mental Mark! What's going on, bro? It's been a while.
But the people bragging about making you need a whole fucking surgery when they know you've already had a heart surgery, that's fine though. That's fine. Like, nah, I'm sorry. Anyone at all that agrees with that, block them straight away. Block them straight away. Like, that's it now. I'm sick of this bullshit.
Everyone go over to his chat and write agree.
Exactly, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. They've done nothing but show the true colours. Hilarious. Exactly. Disgusting. No face and that other account. Sending all that horrible followers over. Non-stop fucking...
I've not sent anyone horrible over. What the hell?
Non-stop death threats. Non-stop...
I'm sick of this. Getting blamed for everything.
They're going to make me need a new heart. Fuck off. Vile bastards. And yet you're trying to make me look bad. Hilarious. Good luck. How are you going to make me look bad?
Does he ever take a breath? Does he ever like stop and just like breathe in like?
Going on about making a transplant patient need another heart? Are you stupid?
We're all muted.
Yet you still think you're somehow moral high ground? Block them all.
Chico, you've been here since day. I've never even asked you for a heart, me, have I? Ever?
This is not what happened.
Would you say I'm a horrible person?
I'm assuming you're aware you're lying anyway. Like, I think they just don't like it because there's so many people that have been blocked that were donors that are now over it saying, yeah, seems fishy. Not my fault. If you're bothered it seems fishy, go to your donors. Go to them. Talk to fucking them. You know, all be transparent.
Right, you better get a heart me in now, G-Cole.
Like, fuck me. People are making out as if the donors are like my employees or something. The donors...
You height shame me, that's not kind. Yeah, well, listen.
If donors feel like they've been scammed, it isn't my fault. They already had that feeling before I spoke about it.
This is because you was cam-tooning. Yeah, this is all because I was cam-tooning.
At the point...
Of course you are. Kate, you never have to fucking...
These streams,
never ever have to ask.
Hello, mate.
How we doing? Let me just mute him up, hold on.
In my comment.
This little peanutted.
Oh, mate, do you know what? I've been watching this all day and then I've sat in watching your live for a good, I don't know, over 30 minutes or something. Like, just thinking, shall I jump in or not jump in? But I can't not because I'm so disappointed in him. I'm not going to lie, I am. I tried to, like, talk on his chat before to try and, like, get him to shut it down a little bit because I'm just so disappointed. Like, this is exactly
This is how I said. Like, I just tried to explain, like, obviously you know me, I sit on the outside, I watch it all, don't I? Like, I went past, obviously, the Hope Harley live. I see the mum having her say. So, obviously, I've scrolled into his. I'm just watching his. And I just said, like, I remember the time when his mum was on live trying to raise money and trying to raise attention and stuff like that for him. And she was being trolled heavily. And we all stuck by her. Do you know what I mean? We all made videos. We all done everything we could to do that. So, like... him doing it to another family now just baffles the life out of me. And like I said, I'm not here sticking up for any family, him or the other side. I'm just an in-between person that sits and watches it from the outside. But he started going on me because I was cam-tooning him.
Yeah, no, it's madness, and he's saying there, and I don't want to look like any hate towards him or nothing, but I'm feeling really strongly about this now. I know that Darren has had a conversation with Kelly off the app because she's going through a lot of what we went through, do you know what I mean? And it's with Louis coming from somebody who's been told for medical reasons on this app, you'd think he'd have not only a little bit more empathy, but a little bit more knowledge about how immensely stressful it can be. Yeah. And, you know, she's trying to raise this money, and whether people... we believe, after that and having the conversation, I haven't spoken to her, but you know, he has, and he says, I believe what she's saying to me. But he's saying, one thing I did pick up is he's talking about people getting blocked from the live, from Kelly's live. Now, people got blocked from our live, but you can't hold the host, so to speak, like responsible for people getting blocked. We had to have a words with our mods and say, look, stop blocking people because it's getting us into trouble, do you know what I mean? But he's holding her accountable for that, and she's not the one who's blocking people. But when I went into his live today, he is basically trying to say, I didn't say this, I wasn't doing any hate live and this, that and the other. And there was comments getting pinned of people saying, I'm going to this is how you get your GoFund's money back. I've got my GoFund's money back. Now, you can't contradict in your chat. Like, you're responsible for that chat and the comments that are getting pinned. Do you know what I mean? You can't be responsible for the mods blocking people, but you can have a conversation with them. But you should be able to see comments getting pinned, and if you're letting comments getting pinned of people who are claiming, then that's, and you've got a good few hundred people in there, you know, what's that saying to people? You could be saying one thing, but you chat and your pin comments are contradicting something. Now, there's no denying that Harley needs the surgery. Now, it's so stressful. Look, we've only just been able to put our truth out of everything, and honestly, what Harley's going through right now, it's exactly the same as what we went through, and honestly, I can't even imagine how she's feeling. But for him to sort of be in a position, not the same, but similar to what she is now, to be doing this, I'm so disappointed in him, honestly.
Yeah, that's all it was for me. I just said to my lot, like, I just felt like, as he sees mum, like, witness some horrendous trolling, because don't get it wrong, they got trolled heavily. Do you know what I mean? But we all stuck by him.
Yeah.
We all stuck by him. But it was a case of like seeing it now, like I said, I watched a bit of the Hope for Harley live, and then I've jumped on and watching him, and the way that he's just going on, like, is just wild. I don't get it. And like I said, I'm not sticking up for Hope for Harley. I'm not sticking up for him. I'm someone who watched it from the outside. But I just see it as poor taste, especially after his mum went through so much being trolled.
Yeah, there's been a lot of, like, I watched it live last night, and there's been a lot of exactly what happened to us, clipped videos, not putting the whole of, you know, the conversation out there and stuff, and one of them that I picked up on, and I'm just going off what was said on the live.
Kate, sorry to interrupt one second. Listen, I'm more than happy to let Hope for Harley's dad up, yeah, but he has to realise that I'm a straight talker, yeah, so it ain't going to be like if you come up, understand that I will say stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say. So you're more than welcome to get up. But obviously, like, my opinion is my opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've stayed out of it, everything like that. But you're more than welcome to get up. How are we doing, Ben?
Hiya, he is here, sorry.
How you doing?
Hiya. Katie,
I didn't mean that to come across rude when I said that. I just mean, obviously, I say how it is, and hence why we're in this situation now.
I've got nothing to hide, but I am absolutely disgusted. What you just said, Katie, about the GoFundMe, I've just checked my emails, and this piece of shit has actually done that. People are getting refunds on their GF because of him. I am that is so disgusting. Why would he do that? And he's telling people that as well. Why? How cruel can you...
I need to correct that because I didn't hear... He didn't say it, which is what I was saying. He was saying the opposite. He was saying the opposite and saying, no, I'm not saying this, I'm not saying that. But his chat was saying different, and he was leaving it in the chat.
Oh, I don't know how to flip the camera when you're on someone else's. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to flip the camera. Can I flip the camera while I'm in your box or no?
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can go... If you click on the box and then you can flip it.
Where are we? Yes.
Yeah, he didn't say it was in the chat, but he was letting the comment pins, which was my point.
Oh, you can see I've not even read them. Look at this shit. Why would he do that? That's sick. Like, I don't get this shit. Like, I don't get it. And knowing that he's been through something similar, he is disabled. He has had a second chance at life with someone else's heart, and he is literally being so cruel. Like, I get questions, and again, like you said, Katie, it's a very valid point. I'm very new to this, and I've said if people have been blocked and they're genuine, I'm sorry, please inbox Ben, we will unblock them. But
I just feel I know what you're going through right now, because we went through exactly the same with the mods blocking and stuff, and you can't be held responsible for the mods not blocking, but I do think a conversation needs to be made with them to stop blocking, because this was the main thing that we got absolutely torn apart for.
I agree with that, because if there is people that are donating, whether it be £1 or £100 or whatever, and if they make a comment they're getting blocked, it's going to be for them, they're going to be like, hold up, like, it's a bit of a fuck.
I can only apologise, and I have said please, like, inbox Ben, because obviously if it's been blocked on this account, they can't inbox me, but inbox Ben and we'll unblock them, and I have apologised. But you know, I'm only human, and I'm
no, of course, yeah, of course, we get that.
Look, I know what we've been through exactly the same thing, and it took us, you know, we wanted to put all the evidence out last year and obviously, you know, in the midst of all of it, we lost Siler, and it's just not been the right time, and we've only just the past couple of months been strong enough to come on and to prove all of the lies. And what you're going through right now with the videos and only showing half of what you've said. Now, I can't remember what FYP it was on, but I watched your live last night. That was and they actually
tell him to come over then, Chris. Tell him to come over. If he wants to come over, he can come over, and we'll sort it out right here, right now.
Can I just... Sorry, Kate, carry on.
Go on, sorry, I'm just one last thing. Yeah, when you actually watch this video, you know, we've seen the videos going around where you're talking about refusing the surgery a couple of years ago, and everyone's been talking about that. But when you actually watch your live from last night, where you explain why, because it was the wrong surgery and it wasn't the surgery that you've been promised, it's like, why are people jumping on the clipped videos just like they did with us, that fucking ruined our life, that took that time away from us with Isla, and not just waiting for it to be explained? Like, you are new to the app, you're under immense pressure right now. There's no doubt that Harley needs the surgery. Yeah, you're going to have slip-ups on stuff that you say, but so does everybody. Darren's got us, from stuff he's slipped up and said stuff in the past, but he's put all the proof out now. So people shouldn't be jumping on stuff straight away and just wait for you to explain stuff. But one thing I will say is definitely just, have a word with your mods about the blocking and stuff, and there might be a different way. So obviously put your truth out, because this app is fucking disgusting. You do have to be so transparent with things, like literally down to the like, we actually went and got a solicitor. We were like, fuck that, we're not going on, because we've been that trolled to the point where if we'd have put certain things out, they'd have been like, well, hang on a minute, that 10p's from that and that's 20. We were like, no, fuck this. So we actually went and paid a solicitor and gave all the evidence to a solicitor for them to put it in the court report for a judge. That's how we had to do it in the end, because it literally went that far, because we were in court and couldn't talk about it. So, and just like, I know to be transparent, but my advice would be be so transparent with it if you can. Do you know what I mean? But it's absolutely just like my heart goes out to you at the minute.
Sorry, can I just say, is this Nicola a member of the family?
She's one of my team.
All right, no, you can't get up then, Nicola. Unfortunately, this weren't meant to be a live about anything. It was literally a case, like I said, I scroll past. I sit here and do a bit of cam tune, and obviously I see your live, see how upset he was, and then I wanted to see what he was saying. So I went over, started watching his, and then he started going in on me, thinking I'm part of yous when this is the first time I've ever met you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, there was a time, like I said, that before you got up, that I will say something that you probably might not agree with, but when we all first heard about you, like, Drama Talk's its own little section, yeah? And Drama Talk, when we come together, we raise a lot of money for children. In fact, we done one for a little child who unfortunately did pass away. And Elisa, what was it in total? It was raised 36,000 or something?
Yeah, it was.
And that was through doing a live stream where gifts were off and diverting everyone straight to a GoFundMe. Yeah, we done. People were shaving eyebrows, doing all that sort of stuff, and like, I think it was Delusive Angie wanted to run a talent show, and was going to get all the big creators in to do something, and then obviously, apparently, she was shut down by you and told no. Do you know what I mean? So that lost a lot of support on us from this side, where you would have got a hell of a lot of support, especially from Angie. Do you know what I mean? Because she has got a big say on this app.
And it's a learning curve, and that all came from Mr. TikTok UK scam, like literally stole money from Harley.
Yeah, he's a wrong un.
I did like retract that straight after, and again I'm learning, but again I also understand where you're coming from and how that made you feel. I really get it, but I can only like apologise and say this is a learning curve. I do make mistakes, I have made mistakes, I am just human, and everyone's opinion, they've got their own opinion, but there's opinion and then there's facts. And I'll just say that the same person that caused all this hate towards the Hardys is the exact same person that started all this for Harley and us. And may I add, people need to research him, because he is a horrible person, and he needs to be stopped. He needs to be stopped. The stuff he's saying about Harley and stuff, saying we're doing stuff to him, is absolutely vile. Absolutely vile.
I just wanted to jump up as well, Kate, everyone, to say at the centre of this, regardless of what you're seeing, what you think, your personal opinion, there is a poorly child at the centre of this. And can we just bear that in mind? Because we've seen what the Hardys went through with Isla, and I just don't think it's right. Some of the things people are saying, there is still a poorly child at the centre of this, and it doesn't sit right with me. And it's a difficult situation, because obviously things are being said, and you're saying, it's learning curves and things, and I get that completely, because I know what this app's like, especially. But I think everybody can all agree, well, most people, some people are just bastards, but most people can agree that we want your little boy to be well as much as you do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate your honesty, and I can only apologise, and I'm literally only joined the app.
actively like post them in January, and I'm still learning. I still don't know how things work. But no matter what proof I've got out there, no one's happy. No one. They just go on to the next question, the next question, the next question. And I've always.
I think it's because it's such a large amount of money. Do you know what I mean? So people will question things, and I think with something like this, you need to have complete transparency. And I have to be honest, I haven't looked into it all completely, so I don't really know the ins and outs of everything. But I think all I've seen from people mostly is that they just want full transparency with things.
I get it. I really get it, and I'm learning.
Yeah, and that's one thing that obviously you have to take on board, especially if people are giving over their money. There's always going to be somebody that want to see what's adding up, what's coming, everything like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think if my advice, I'd probably say, only from what we've been through, and obviously you've got money coming from different places and stuff at the minute, is to probably just have like one account where it all goes into, and you can just go boom, like this is how much we've made from this is how much we've made from this is being donated, and just that's it. That's literally all you need to do, to just shut it down. One account that it's all going into, because when you're raising money for this, like it's non-taxable, it's charity donations, so it can
is
all
that
just be in
Angie,
the one
or is that a
account,
fake
like,
account?
boom.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
hi Angie.
I'm just waiting patiently. Oh, can I speak? Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what's happened, to be honest. I've just literally come back on after having a break. I just think that, it's social media, and I think when you're doing this on social media, because there's money, there's a lot of scammers on here, and that's, we've been scammed so many times, haven't we, at No Face?
Yeah,
I'm not
too
saying
many
that's
times.
you, don't get me wrong, but that's probably where all the questions are coming from. And people have said that, you block people for asking questions, and there's a lot of, that you do gift, and this is not me having a go, by the way, I'm just telling you what people have said, that you gift quite big on here. So I'm not saying that's the case, but that's what people are saying.
Yeah, no, so Angie, I went into this lady's live earlier, 1 second, I'll get it up now.
And this is what I'm asking, please look yourself.
It's people that are, obviously, it's like, one person says something, they all run with it, so Louie's obviously saying that she's got a 35 gifting badge, but you can clearly see that's their account, 240k followers, and it's got a level 1 gifting badge.
Right. Okay, well, that's one of the questions. The reason I'm asking you that, because I was getting a lot of questions of that, so that's why I'm putting it. And I said, well, it's here, so we don't know. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, what's happened? Yeah, so what's happened is that I was obviously, I just cam 2, and so I was cam 2 in Hope Harley, then I went in and had a look to see what he was saying, and then like he just started getting arsey with me, calling me out and shit like that. And all I turned around and said was that.
What's he saying, No Face? I don't.
So he's going against this Hope for Harley family, and obviously trying to call out stuff and stuff like that. But what I was trying to explain is that this guy, do you remember when he was going for it, and his mum was the one on the app trying to raise money for him, and when he was poorly, and his mum was getting severely trolled, and we was all sticking by her and helping her and everything like that. And I just said it's poor taste from him now. He's got his heart that he's now doing it to a family that are in the same position. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Which ain't wrong in saying.
What's he saying though? Because he was talking about this yesterday.
He's saying she's got a level 35 gifting badge, that she's clearly using money from stuff to pay for that, and just other bits and bobs, which is just ridiculous. I ain't watched too much into it, to be honest with you. I'm only been watching it through today.
But though, No Face, because unfortunately, this app, TikTok is like, people believe everything and anything. Yeah, so people were saying it in my comments, oh no, she's a big gifting level, she's spending the donation money and all this. People were saying, so I'm glad that I've asked that question, because
people need to stop in the box now, Kelly, and people can actually ask you questions, and you can answer anything that needs to be said. Do you know what I mean?
People saying there's 2 accounts. I don't have 2 accounts. This is obviously my husband's account, Ben Harris. That's my husband's name, and the main account is it's mine. But this is genuine account, and I always have been transparent about that as well, and I always tag Ben in all of my videos. And a lot of people know who Ben is, and
To be fair, Harley, if you were sending lions and unis, I can guarantee you people would have taken a screenshot of that.
And this is what I'm asking. Can you show the proof of this? Because
is there a fan account of Hope for Harley, like a Hope for Harley support or fan page that's a level 35?
Listen, I don't know.
'Cause that's what people.
I don't know what that means, but it's not me, and it's a lie, and that's all I'm trying to say. Please.
Yeah, your account is definitely a level 1. I looked earlier when you was live.
Thank you. And I really don't know what it is, to be fair, the levelling and that, and I don't get it, and I don't want to get
Rob, so what it is, like she's explained, it's not her that's blocking or muting. She's got moderators, and so sometimes moderators do get a bit happy. Do you know what I mean? Some people in my life get muted for saying stuff that my mods take wrongly. Do you know what I mean? So it's not them blocking and muting, it's the mods, and she said she's going to have a word with them.
Can I just, I wonder, sorry, I don't know your name, but I wonder if you should do a live, and this is up to you obviously, if you should do a live and sit and you know, still do what you do, and then just say, listen, I'm going to take all everyone's questions, write them down and say, you're not going to answer them right now because it could be lengthy and there's too many, and then just do a live with people's questions on the, I mean, it's up to you, like.
That's a really good idea.
You know what, maybe people could come to it as well, yeah, so it gets out to everybody. If you let people know when you're going to do it, you can come to it as well to get it out.
Yeah.
You don't have to continuously be doing all of it. You know? Like I did see the one you did last night where you answered a lot of the questions, and you know, you talked about why the surgery was, you know, you denied the surgery because it was the wrong surgery. That even, like, if people go and look, well, people are doing the surgery.
But one thing I will say is, like, obviously Angie said as well, is that when it comes to money, everything has to be transparent. I know you might feel a bit like, oh, but why do they need to know? It's not a case of why do they need to know, it's a case of being transparent keeps you covered. You know what I mean? So like,
we paid thousands this year. We paid thousands this year for solicitors to go and do this, like, just because we didn't understand TikTok at the start and we thought we were being transparent, and we was. Enough for the people who followed us from the start are still with us now because we've seen the whole journey. But then people who come to the app like 4 years later who wasn't on the journey, like when we were raising that money and when we were doing everything with Isla, didn't see back then, and we don't have the receipts for that to show, like, this is what we did, that's what we did, but then they get torn apart, if you know what I mean. So
hey, the problem is,
this year,
that, as you know, that so many people have been scammed on this app. Not saying that any of you are, but we have been scammed numerous times by people saying that this and that about their child, because it gets the heartstrings, it gets people involved. Do you know what I mean? It turns out to be a scam, they disappear.
Yeah, I said this yesterday though. I said, this lady, and I do believe your story. I don't know your name. I've had my opinions on it. I'm not going to say them here. But however, I don't think you're a scammer, and I did say that on my live because there's no way I think that a scammer will come on here asking for 2.5 million, be plastered all over Facebook, Instagram, including TikTok, and be scamming people. So I do believe your story. People analyse everything, you know, and I know what it's like at the hospitals, how they screw up and you get things wrong, and next minute you're called a liar by social media because you've got something wrong, you said something wrong. But I do believe your story, 100%, yeah.
You just have to be transparent.
Do you know what it is
the family as well? One sec, babe. They've actually been on national TV though as well. Do you know what I mean? They've been on national TV, ITV, you know, talking about what they have to do. And I think what's happening is a lot of trolls are getting involved in this and spinning loads of lies on them. I can see loads of similarities to Harley's page and Kelly and her husband Ben. I can see loads of similarities to everyone banding together and jumping on.
I'm telling you now, the people in Louis' chat are our trolls. I've seen so many.
I think that's always going to happen though, isn't it? When you do stuff like this, that's always going to be there. So the only thing you can control is how you then manage the money, be transparent, do all of that, because that's always going to happen. And I think this thing with the Louis situation, it's more that it's probably disappointing, the fact that he's been in that scenario and he doesn't have to support you in Harley's situation. I mean, I wish the best for him, obviously, but he doesn't have to support him. He doesn't have to do anything. But I think he probably should have just either kept quiet or been supportive and not gone the other way. Just because he's been in that situation, it's probably more disappointing that he's tried to sort of incite things somewhat rather than just sort of stay quiet if he didn't want to support it.
Yeah, I think I just earlier really taught me, like, listen, you can say what you want about me, but not my husband and my children. What you said about Ben was so rude. Like, oh, I don't think husband's even mentally there. So rude because he's autistic, which is really, really rude and really demeaning to say that about him. So I jumped on that. I'm sorry.
Is that what made you go in, No Face?
No, do you know what it was? I was just scrolling past and then I see. It's the first time I've seen Hope for Harley's live pop up on my thing, so I just sat and watched it for a minute and I could see her explaining certain situations, and then obviously the next live that popped up was King Louis. So while I was setting up, I had his live on, and then I heard him talking about them. So I thought, 2 and 2 together, this is what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm sat watching him, and then like he's saying about their level 35 gifting badge, and then loads of other stuff, and then someone's gone over and said I was cam 2ing him. Next minute he's fucking sitting there cunting me off and all this and that. Like, I went in my backup, tried to speak to him. He's like, "You've got 20k followers, get out." Like I'm some dickhead. It all comes down to followers and clout and that. Like,
I was watching earlier, and I just felt disappointed that he was sort of saying things bad, and I just thought,
and that was my point.
When you've been in that position,
my point was that his mum sat on live and promoted his page why he was really unwell, yeah, and she got trolled heavily. People backed her. He should know that you, as Harley's mum, are getting the same. But he's feeding into the trolls because he's sitting there reading the comments out, and he's loving it. He's interacting it because he's got 100 or 200 people in his room where usually he sits with 30, 40. Like,
Can I ask
so he's loving it.
That keeps coming up. Sorry, Harley's mum. I don't know your name. Sorry, Kelly. So people in the comments keep talking about TickLeap and say that you've hidden it, the earnings on TickLeap. I don't know anything about that, but they keep that have been added to our.
Right, I can confirm you can't hide your earnings on TickLeap. TickLeap's done through a separate. So TickLeap is a place where you can see what people earn.
People are saying stuff. Let me look now.
What, can someone explain to me what this is?
It just shows you earnings on TikTok.
TickLeap is just like, so what you get, what you earn via gifts daily, it shows up on this website, so people can see, and you can't hide that. That's not even a TikTok thing. That's done for a third party company.
And I'm going to do a video as well. I keep thinking my life. Every single thing, the GF, the CF, stuff from on here goes straight into an account we open for Harley. Absolutely everything.
Can I ask you a quick question, Kelly?
Yeah.
If you don't mind. You know, have you put the invoice of the what the surgery is? Yeah, you've done all that. So there you go. But you've got to still people say it's an AI. You've got to have all that still.
What he's accusing me of. He's got to be the worst one for this. He's saying, "Oh, it's all AI. All that therapy on there's for cancer. We don't need that." And then, you know, I had someone questioning Harley's disability. I put that on there, and then this person is going, "Oh, but that was dated 2022." And I was like, "Yes, unfortunately, when you get diagnosed with a disability, you don't grow out of it."
Yeah.
Do you know what? My heart just absolutely breaks for you right now.
Scammer. You're not. I don't think you're a scammer at all.
Can I just say something, Angie? Would you be happy tomorrow to have Hope Harley's mum on your platform?
Yeah,
because obviously you have a big room. You have a lot of people that come in, they listen, and I think that obviously it'll help her a lot. Yeah, I know, but you run a good platform, and throughout the day, I think it would be a good thing for you to have on your platform to try and push up.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
It will reach more people, probably.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And listen, not everyone's going to like me, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. But just know I am a mum. Everything I'm saying is from my heart, and I've shown. And I can't win though. I show Harley, "Oh, you're using for clickbait," but then people want to see him. Of course, they want to see him. I can't win. I'm not going to, not everyone's going to like me, and that's fine. But just know, do your research first, please. And especially the hospital that have done this to Harley, Great Ormond Street. They are still in the paper in the news. They have botched over 700 children that have permanent disabilities that now have limbs missing. Harley come from the same hospital. All his letters are from the same hospital. I can only prove so much before it gets a bit of a joke. Like, I can't put any more out there. I put the invoice from the surgeon. I put his email out there. I've broke down all his surgeries. I've put Harley's diagnosis out there. People want to see my bank statements. I think that's a step too far. I'd be stupid to do that. But it's hard.
This is why I'm saying to you, babe, I think that all of the money that you're raising for Harley needs to be in a completely separate account, and it all just needs to go into the account that you can share. You don't need to show your personal bank statements, but everything that's being raised needs to just go into the one account, and that does need to be shown coming from somebody who's been through it.
Yeah.
Pretty much what people want to see, is, and I know it's hard for you to take in because of it's going to be for anyone who's trying to just do something to save their child's life. But it's just so people can see what's gone in and that money isn't being spent out of it. Do you get what I'm saying? That's all that people are clearly to see. So just show what's in and out. You don't even have to go show all your statements. Just be clear. Even if once a month you turned around and put up a statement saying, this is what's in there this month. Do you know what I mean? Next month, This is what's in there.
I
Just
would
so
add it all
people can
together.
see, and then people can see, and then no one can question it. But
Yeah.
there's one question I'm going to ask. You don't have to answer it, but I think it will clear up a lot of things, all right? A lot of the comments are saying, why did it change from what it was originally to what it is now, price-wise?
I have explained.
And I think that, I think that'll clear up a lot of things.
Get off me, baby. Sorry, my boy's near me. So first, when we started this whole campaign last year, I think it was June or July, don't quote me on the date, it's in my video. We was looking for a private consultation in the UK. And when we looked, it was around 200k. That's what we looked at. And then bearing in mind, Harley doesn't need just scoliosis surgery. He is classed as a complex spinal surgery. And that's where we got the quote from, the 200k. Then we went to see the private consultant, which again, I can put the proof up, but it's just beyond a joke at some point, which was Mr. Malloy. And unfortunately, he couldn't help Harley. He said he's in a bad way. But that's how we was led to Mr. Lenke. So I do believe that we was led there for a reason. He said he can't help him. However, his colleague that he used to work with, Mr. Lenke, if anyone can help him, it's him. So we started the process of sending all the documents over between that point and up until December last year. And that was a task in itself. The hospitals were withholding all the information. It took so long. So, and it was around October, they told us he was inoperable in the UK. And that's where that came from. And then it was literally, when I found out how much the operation was, so we found out in October 2025, the UK deemed him inoperable. They also took it to a national meeting, which they're supposed to include loads of hospitals, absolutely loads of hospitals. They asked one. And the other hospital they asked was Great Ormond Street, which I said point blank, they are not allowed in the meeting because they caused this damage. And I don't want their opinion on Harley's care. That's why we got a second opinion. But what did they do? They let him in on the surgery, on their opinion on the surgery, and they all deemed him inoperable. 3 hospitals, so Evelina, Great Ormond Street, and Edinburgh. So, so that's what happened there. They deemed him inoperable, and obviously from October and through December, I kept telling myself, this is the last Christmas I'm going to have my son. What am I going to do now? They've said he's inoperable, but what else can I do? So that's why when I got that call in January, on the 8th of January, I swear to you, I've turned to God the last year and I pray every night and I have been for a miracle. So to get that call and that miracle, it truly was that. It can't be anything else but that. And then 4 days later, to find out the quote and how much it costs. And Harley doesn't need 1 surgery now. He has to have 3 to be saved. 3 major surgeries for him to be saved. And that's the difference in the cost. And I did a video and I said, I can't do this. How am I going to raise this money? How is this possible? Who has the access to those funds unless you are...
It does make sense because of if the price was what it originally was, he would have had the surgery already. Do you know what I mean?
I wish to God he could have the surgery over here. I wish, had Harley not been fouled so much, Harley's life before this, Harley was a completely different child. And it breaks my heart the amount we have lost of him so far. They neglected Harley. They ignored us. Harley was never like this. This isn't Harley's condition that done this. It was they did the wrong operation, which we now have in black and white, and they left him.
Can I just say something, Kelly? The problem is there's only 25 people in the world, did you say, that has this condition? That's the problem. You need an actual specialist that knows what they're doing, Yeah. But I've got a couple of questions. Do you mind? And once again, you do not have to answer them. You don't have to answer them. My first question is, you did refuse one in 2024 or not?
Yeah, I did address this a while ago. So it was the wrong surgery. Now, bearing in mind, this is with Great Ormond Street again. And at this point, I now had in black and white Harley's lung function that they had been hiding for 3 years and said they didn't have. So they then wanted to do, from the point they see Harley, which I think they started seeing him in 2014 to 2024, they always told us Harley would need a definitive spinal operation with rods, which is literally standard practice for someone with scoliosis and curves. And it wasn't until this point when we went in for a spinal investigation day I think it was the August of that year, they changed their minds all of a sudden. We're not going to do that surgery. Harley no longer has any growth left, even though 2 months previous he had a growth scan of his hands and it showed he has growth left. Oh, Harley can't have the rods now because he's got no growth left. And I was like, whoa. So it was the wrong surgery. They wanted to do the exact same surgery, so use Harley's bone and fuse another part of his spine, which we were certain caused this. We now have that in black and white from the new surgeon, that it is in fact the wrong operation he had. So, and when I tell you he wouldn't be here today, he wouldn't. It would have killed him. It would have killed him. So it was the wrong surgery. They wanted to do a posterior spinal fusion, and what they'd already done was an anterior spinal fusion. So had they put rods in, or growth rods, in the first place, Harley would not be in this situation. They did the complete wrong surgery and then ignored our pleas for help and the rapid decline in his health, saying there was no change in it. There was no change in the curve, even though you could visibly see on the screen his spine getting worse and worse and worse. And I put a video up of all of his x-rays and you can literally see.
I read an article about that you refused it because of the anaesthetics of his lungs.
I don't know where that's from. I don't know where that's from. But what the issue is with the lungs, the issue with what the NHS are saying is with any spinal surgery, you have to be paralysed for it. And what they're saying is where his lungs are too weak, they won't recover from it. But that's not really factual with what we've heard from the new surgeon. Yes, it could happen, but if we leave him, they only told us this in October as well. They said, prepare yourself, he's going to be on a ventilator permanently, so I'm never going to hear his voice again if he's put on a ventilator. Not a ventilator, the tracheostomy. So he won't be able to speak anymore. And the one that kills me is a feeding tube. My baby loves food. He loves cake and he can't eat much of it. But the thought of him not being able to eat absolutely kills me. So we won't even lose him bang on. It is going to be slow, painful, losing all quality of his life and all function. And they failed him so much. I will not let them take him away from me. You tell me any person or any mother, if they was told there was a cure for their child, that they wouldn't try and get that they wouldn't try, make that happen. I need to know that I've done everything to save my son, because I'm one of these people, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
Right, can I just pick up
two more questions really quickly before I get this brain fog I'm going to forget. Now, once again, you don't have to answer because I don't want you to feel like everyone's kind of like jumping on you, because that's not the case. First question, why is it not operable here but operable in the US? And what's the success rate of this operation in the US?
So they are not as skilled over here. Now, they say the operation's not available over here. But when we've looked into something, I think, don't quote me on the way this goes, I think it's called an IFR or an IFRRF. It's basically funding for treatment over here, which we didn't know about. The NHS never told us this. Again, it was from one of my followers that told me, are you aware of this? You can get the funding because there has to be 3 factors to it. The case has to be extremely rare and unique, which obviously it is. I can't find anyone else with it in the UK. And an exceptional case. There's 3 elements to it. You can research it. It's IFR. But we've taken that to them now, and they're saying that the operations are available over here, but they haven't offered them to Harley. So again, to me, why? Why have they done that? And this is.
Why do they say he's not operable though? Because to say that is saying that he's bad
now. They've said he's too bad now, but yet they want to leave him to get worse and to die. They basically.
It's like the same story with that young little lad who was in hospital for ages. Do you not remember? And the courts ruled that his ventilator should be turned off, even though his mum and that wanted to take him home and try and get other surgery in a different country. Like
a little Alfie.
Yeah, I can't remember the. Archie, yes, little Archie, like Alfie, sorry.
I'm in contact with his mum.
Yeah, that same sort of story there, Angie, where they went to court to try and save their child, but the hospital was saying, no, we're not going to operate, we're just going to turn his life support machine off. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't give a f***. The NHS don't give a fuck. Let's be real.
My last question. What's the success rate of the surgery in the US?
They don't give you like a percent.
What's his success rate as a surgeon?
Have a look at his credentials. He is the #1 spinal surgeon for complex spinal surgeries, might add.
Look him up, yeah.
No, please do. He is fascinating in the world. He has his own surgical method. He has pioneered a method to save children. And if you look at just his reviews on Google, so many people, and a lot from the UK, were deemed inoperable over here, and they went to him and please do the research yourself. Don't take my word for it. And this is what I ask. This is all I ask. Please look for yourself. And he saved their lives. I'm telling you, anyone that's in a similar position.
Didn't you ask the success rate of this operation? You know, what's the chances of him pulling through?
He is certain he can save Harley's life, and not only that. The thing that opened my eyes were, so over here they told us where the spine, if you've seen Harley's pictures, it's over here. It collapsed the bronchus of his lungs. So where it's over here and those bronchus were collapsed, my first question was, when we went to the second opinion of a respiratory in the Evelina / St Thomas's, it's the same hospital, can he regain those bronchus? Can they reinflate? It's like the branches to a tree. No, they can't. Oh, yes, they can. NHS told us they couldn't. Mr. Lenke said, I'm pretty certain that I can give him lung function back.
That's brilliant. He's quite confident. I like that.
Yeah. He is. He is the best in his field, and please have a research.
Is that 2.5 million offer for the surgery, just the surgery?
Yes, for the 3 surgeries. And I get that. I put the quotes out there, and it is very, very detailed. And like someone added the other day, in America, they literally put in there for every eventuality. So, what, babe?
Is he on a bed?
For the bed, for the hospital stay, he would have to be in intensive care unit for nearly 4 months. It's 3 surgeries. And, he has got to first be fit for surgery.
Can he fly? Is he fit to fly?
He is fit to fly. He's passed the fit to fly test. We had that done like a month ago.
So if just say, for instance, obviously you don't raise the money in time and he starts to deteriorate and he ain't fit to fly, will the surgeon come over to the UK?
We are asking all these questions, believe me, in the background. But again,
I'll just answer some questions in the chat, that's all. It's like all this is doing now is helping because you've probably answered a lot of questions that people have had in their head.
You're all coming across as well. This I respect. You are showing me respect in the way you answer me. You're not accusing me. You're not being rude. I'm human, and I'd just like to ask that how people would like to be spoken to. They speak to me because people have been so rude, and I'm not here for that. I don't appreciate being spoken to like a piece of shit, basically. But
what about the aftercare? The after surgery. Is that all done? The money for that?
Yeah, that's what she said. That includes the 4-month stay that he's going to have for the aftercare.
That is.
Can I ask a question, Kel?
Yeah.
Do you have a date that you need to sort of raise this by? Is there like a...
This is another big question, and absolutely makes sense. When we spoke to Mr. Lenke in January, he said he needs Harley in there by spring, ideally. And now with this, that's what I've been telling people, spring. We need to get him there by spring, which is the end of spring, which is May. I'm not good with numbers, maths, all that, but that's what I've been saying. So the end of spring. Does that mean now we've got to spring, I'm going to give up? Absolutely not, because if I did, I would lose my son. What that means, though, with any surgery, you can take cancer, you can take a knee surgery, the most simplest of surgery, laser eye surgery. Let's go with a broken arm. If you don't get that surgery to fix that arm within, say, the first day or 2, the risks, the complications are worse. You've got higher risks of infection, higher risk of the surgery not working. Harley can progress a bit more. You could lose a bit more lung function. Might not be able to straighten your spine as much. There's so many things that play into it. I have no point said after spring he can't have the operation. He said he wanted to get him by spring, and that's why the date of the letter was just put June, because it's summer. But it's hard. Some people just are not happy with me explaining one thing.
How much have you raised so far, Kelly?
We are Listen, I'm going to put this out here, and this is today. The date today is the 8th of April. We are sitting at around combined, so everything that comes off here, everything that's come at the crowd, and everything that's come off the GF. We are sitting at around £711,000 before the fees. So that's the number we have all collectively raised.
Oh yeah, because TikTok take their 60%, don't they? And then you have the GoFundMe that take their percentage.
And I'm going to be brutally honest with you. The reason I don't want to say the numbers is because people are now going to question this again. And you can see this.
It's about transparency, though. But Kelly, have you contacted any charities that are to do with the condition Harley has, where you can have gift aid and things? Someone sent me a message saying something about if you contacted charity and sort of, I don't know if it's like if it's the right wording, but like,
if anyone's got any help, please, like,
I'll get her to drop you a message.
A lot of these things, like the IFR, I wasn't even aware of it until people on the internet. And again, you know, the reason I don't want to put numbers out there, because now I guarantee you these questions, and please understand like what you're going to see now. Oh, where's this gone? Where's that gone? Where's this gone? Like, they got to work off the fees.
As long as you've got proof of fees and stuff. Sorry, Darren, 1 second. As long as you've got proof of the fees and stuff that comes out when you show your final total amount, or if you're showing amount, there's nothing anyone can say. If you have the proof there of what they have taken as their fees, there's nothing anyone can say.
I'm just going to put this up quickly, sorry, Darren. I'm just going to put this up because
I'm sorry to talk over anyone, but this account for baby girl is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting what they're coming saying and stuff that they said.
If they're in there, get them muted. Right, so there's a lot of people in the chat saying you're sending. Yeah, people are saying in the chat you're sending lions. Yeah, I'm just going to point out now. I'll put a big screen. This account here has 247.6k followers. This is Hope Harley's mum's account. All right, this is her only account, and she has a level 1 gifting. If she had sent a lion or even sent a rose, she'd be a level 2. It should be more than that if she'd sent a lion, but if she'd sent a rose, she'd be a level 2. So she clearly ain't gifting anything.
It's exactly what happened to us. It's like you can just go round and say it in the comments, but not show any receipts. Like, guaranteed, if you've been doing anything like that, there'd be videos all over the FYP, everywhere.
Guys, can I ask a question? Right, this is absolutely breaking my heart because we're talking about a little life here. A little life. If these do not reach this target, I have sure I'll take her last breath. And this absolutely breaks my heart that if these don't raise this money in time, we're talking loss of life. Guys, between everyone in here, I'm surely we'll come, if you all agree, let's do something for them. Let's try and push it that little bit more for them, guys. It's fucking breaking my heart, mate.
But this is what I mean, the questions still keep coming. And when do I draw a line? When do I draw a line?
They'll always keep coming. Listen,
they'll always
answer questions every single day.
Right, you see what it is, yeah, Kelly? Right? When you're raising such a large amount of money, yeah, there has to be 100% transparency. I mean, like, to the point of coming on when you're live. If someone comes in your live and says, how are you getting on? Yeah, we're at this much. We still need to raise that much. Be transparent with everything. If you're transparent with everything, nobody can sit and question you for anything. Like I said, you're new to TikTok. So when, like you said earlier, you didn't feel that you should have to show bank statements. Correct, you don't need to show bank statements, but show people what's gone into the account. Yeah, and that money hasn't been taken out to be spent on yourself, because that's what people will be thinking. Yeah, it's sad to say, but that's what they'll be thinking. Yeah. So you just need to be more transparent with everything. Be transparent. No one can say shit. You'll have trolls. There's always going to be trolls that want to question certain things, but as long as you're being 100% transparent, people will see that.
I'll get it.
I've heard you saying, Kelly, that you like, obviously, Darren's not very good when it comes to maths or anything like, you know, house bills and stuff like that. Like, I do all that sorting out of everything.
He does it all. Shocking with numbers.
Like, is there any, obviously you're raising a large amount of money and you've been on the media, did nobody offer you any support on how to manage things? Because I've done fundraising and stuff in the past, but what you're doing at the minute is miles off anything that I'm sure anybody's ever done on this app now. Is there no one to get some support to sort of like to help you how to be transparent, but even just how to manage things?
No, I'm not.
There must be supporting somebody out there. I don't know, maybe Michelle on the app. I know that she does accounts and stuff, and I don't want to just drop her name in, do you know what I mean? But I don't really know her. But somebody like that on the app who can maybe give a little bit of advice. on helping you manage things.
No, I'm not asking this question. I'm just so drained, and I get the transparency, and I can do a video on it and leave it out there, but people can't just keep asking more from me. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but to be fair, Kelly, you know, it's a lot of money. You know, you've raised
no,
brilliant, but you've got to respect the question.
I understand.
I'm sorry, it's going to be draining. It's going to be all of this, but at the end of the day, your focus is on your son and that op. And just let the questions. If you don't want to answer, just ignore it. Do you know what I mean? But answer as many questions as you can. And my advice to you is to go live and write all the questions down that people have and say, okay, I'm going to go live at so and so date, and I'm going to answer all these questions. But then, you know, after that, we'll move on. But yeah, it's going to continue because it's such a large amount, and I just think you've got to bear it. To be fair.
Yeah, it's hard to know when you feel like you're being questioned, and we know what it's like to.
Yeah, but people pay with their money. If I'm going to pay with a lot of money, I'm going to ask questions.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. Like, I know it's hard, and I know what you're dealing with off the app and stuff is going to be because we've been there, but you need to just try and I know it's frustrating. I could see you getting a little bit frustrated, but it's something that you're probably just going to have to, even if you are frustrated, try and keep it in a little bit, because I've said this to Darren plenty of times. It doesn't come across when he's getting his back up and when he's getting shoulders. He comes across not great on camera. Do you know what I mean? When people are watching you, and I get it. It's just because you're frustrated with the trolling and stuff. But please take that in the nicest possible way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. And then maybe once a week I could do a question and answers, but it's not so much I'm fed up with it. Like, I can only describe it as it drains me.
You've had a bad experience, that's what it is. You've had it from the get-go of being trolled and shit like that, of people trying to go at you rather than thingy. But I think if you switched it up a bit, like Angie said, add that bit of transparency, write down people's questions, come back to them at a later date if you wanted to answer them.
Send me an inbox and we do. See, this one about Tottenham, that came from Baby Girl. This don't make sense. Someone tell me who would believe this. Did Tottenham offer to pay 45% to hospital when you declined? Why would I decline that?
I know, it's just silly questions, and I have seen that in the chat a few times. That's why I haven't even answered to it. Because if Spurs had offered to pay 45%, do you think they wouldn't have nabbed that up? Come on now, be real. It's stupid shit like that. You need to just give your heads a wobble when you see shit like that. Ask the question. She's just answered it now, so leave that.
I just think, no one else needs to ask. Kelly, I just think you need to open up to people, because people have said, and I'm going to tell you, people have said that you have an attitude problem, you're not grateful. This is what the comments I'm getting, right? I'm not saying that's the case, but people are saying that, and I just feel you need to open up to people, and they would actually relate to you a little bit more. Help you out a little bit more, donate to you more, the people that haven't donated. And I think you need to answer the questions, because people are going to think, red flag, this is not right. And, just bear it, while you're on TikTok, unfortunately,
You've got to remember as well, she's under a lot of pressure. She's stressed. Harley is going to pass away if she can't reach this number. The amount of pressure that's on her shoulders must be absolutely incredible because of the amount of money. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. I totally agree with you.
I'm fucking heartbroken. I'm going to drop.
Can I just say, I do agree with you. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is to get more help for your son, is to try and open up and answer as many questions as you can. I know it's draining. I don't understand, what you're going through. And, I wish you luck at the operation. I hope you get it. Fingers crossed for you. But I'm just saying, just to help get more help from people that haven't donated,
Kelly, how is Harley in himself right now? How's Harley?
The thing about Harley, I keep telling everyone, he is such a ray of light. Like, you will never catch him moaning. He asks me every day, Mummy, when's my back getting fixed? But he is such a happy kid. He wants to live happy. Yeah. He's joyful. He jokes. He never moans about the world. And this is what I'm trying to say. He is such a true and kind soul. And yeah, he's a good kid, but he is and will get worse if he's left. He just wants to live. And I'm sorry if I come across a certain way. Like, every life I explain, like, I'm neurodivergent, I've got ADHD, and yeah, a lot of shit.
Kelly, I'm sorry if it came across the wrong way. I'm just, you know, what other people have said. That's all. All I'm just saying is trying to help you get more donations.
Listen, I've got thick skin. I'm not offended. Other than when it comes to my boys and someone says something nasty about them, that's when you'll get the line out of me. Like, I can take it on the chin. Like, but I'm trying to explain, like this. If I'm getting gifts and I'm talking to someone and I can't do it for free. I wish I could. My brain don't work that way. I can't do it. And I explain it every live, but so you go, oh, don't act like you're not grateful. And I constantly say, I am so grateful. But it's like, oh, you're not showing it in your face. I said, I'm sorry, like, I'm so tired, but I'm just...
You know what, Kelly, you must be so, like... We have obviously, we've been there where, you know, we're getting told by specialists that, you know, any day, she could stop breathing, this could happen, and you literally are running off nothing. You're running off exhaustion, like you and trying to do this fundraising at the same time. And ours was obviously a little bit different because Ella was non-verbal, whereas I can't imagine with you, with Harley, you know, knowing what's going on and stuff, having to...
The hospital, after 10 referrals, have not given this boy pain relief.
Oh my God.
Can I just raise a couple of questions? It's not from a place of hate. I honestly do wish you all the best, and I hope you get everything that you need. But the only reason I haven't got behind the campaign is because there were, to me personally, I'm not a bastard. It's just like I'm one of those ones where I think about everything, and I've watched and I've seen, I've had my opinions. I don't want to get hate. Yeah. I've got a couple of questions, and honestly, I do wish you the best. But first of all, there was apparently there's rumours going around that you were offered an operation in a couple of years ago, but
that's been answered. That one, bro. That's all been answered.
I'm late here, so do forgive me. It's not coming from a place of hate.
Yeah, it was the wrong operation, that one.
Yeah, right. And what was the other one? And I think the only thing that rubbed me up the wrong way is when I saw your interview on Sky News, and it was like, for me, it was a case of taking your child on a national... I know you want to raise awareness, and I know you want to do the right thing and do what's best for you and your family, and I appreciate that. But there's like a certain way of doing it, and I think for me that rubbed me up the wrong way. And when you were like, if he doesn't get this operation, he's going to die, and I think to say that in front of your child.
I said we're going to lose him because Harley has global developmental delay and language delay, and you'll never catch me saying that in front of Harley because he didn't understand them words. And if you watch it back, please watch it back.
I will, no, educate me, honestly. It's not coming from a place of hate, because I could use my
Harley's
platform
face.
and be like...
He's not even phased. I would never say that in front of him. He doesn't know that what could happen. I've never told him that. But you never catch me saying that in front of him. Never. Look.
But you did on Sky News, though. That's the thing.
I said we're going to lose him. Please watch it back. Please.
Yeah, but saying you're going to lose him is basically the same way as saying, well,
he has language delay, he has global developmental delay, and there are words he don't understand or can't comprehend. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
I'm not trolling, guys. I want to be educated. I could have brought this up.
Well, what she says in front of her son is irrelevant.
I mean, I could have brought this up on my own platform and dragged it through the coals, but I want to know. I want to be educated.
And I've explained to you. Please watch it back and look at Harley's face.
Moving on, Zach.
I was going to say, let's move on from that one.
Next, I've got 2 more questions and then I'm done. Just 2 more. One question is, why did you miss appointments? You know, because you did put it, I say on your video, you had missed appointments of his, and then he was put under child protection.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons they gave, but the main reason was because we didn't have any proof that Harley's lungs were what they were. And this is the bit that breaks me, and it wasn't until the end of 2024. The start of 2024. Don't get me on the date that we then had in black and white that we've always had 2022, 2023, and 2024's levels. So had we had them in the first place, they couldn't have done that. We missed a few appointments, bearing in mind they're all up London, and with Great Ormond Street, that's the main hospital, and that's where the issues came from. Excuse me. They, and I'll put a post out about this, and people have said the same about the same hospital. They will book you an appointment 6 months in advance, and then 1 or 2 days before the appointment, they'll cancel it and change it for another 2-3 months. So I'm not always been available. And
they've done that to Isla plenty of times. And Katie, you can confirm that.
I've got 3 children as well, not just 1. I've got 3. Like, we took him to the appointment. Just it wouldn't be on that day, and that was the excuse. And I come out with the paper.
Were they important appointments, or were they just just a checkup? Were they important?
I can't remember them all, but that was.
I think if you've got a child that's struggling, if you've got a child, any appointment's important. Regardless.
I don't mean it like that, but some
I'm not saying you do, Ange. I'm saying that when it comes to a child, there should be
I just mean, but some appointments are walk in, walk out. Do you know what I mean?
I was going to say, I've got to disagree with that.
I've got the whole folder, by the way, for appointments. So I was then rescheduled when we was then seen. So I've got the whole folder from 2010.
So Isla used to get appointments, right? And I used to have to get it out the bed. Even at like the last couple of months of her life, I had to get it out the bed, get it into the car, get it down to an appointment. And some of the appointments, Zach, you go in and he goes, tick, 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 tick. Okay, that's it, out the door. That is literally it. And you know what? I actually turned around to the services and said, do you think I am going to drag my baby out of bed from being comfortable where she needs to be to get her in her chair all the way down for you to tick a load of papers? Absolutely not. I refused to take it to some of them, mate, because it was bang out of order, lad. Making my baby uncomfortable. She was in pain because she was stiffing up. So I told them, you can absolutely leg it if you think I'm bringing my daughter down here for you to tick a couple of things and send us out. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just also say thank you so much, Callie, for answering my questions. I do appreciate that. I hope that helps for other people.
To me. Yeah. I appreciate you all. You've been respectful, and that's all I can ask. And listen, I've answered every question possible, and all I can ask is everyone, please do your own research. Don't look on the FYP and see a clip of me in red pajamas with my hair down, blue pajamas with my hair up, and a video like mixed together. Please look for yourself before you judge.
Yeah.
Look at everything. I've got one last question. And
I do appreciate that. I hope that helps for other people.
To me. Yeah. I appreciate you all. You've been respectful, and that's all I can ask. And listen, I've answered every question possible, and all I can ask is everyone, please do your own research. Don't look on the FYP and see a clip of me in red pajamas with my hair down, blue pajamas with my hair up, and a video like mixed together. Please look for yourself before you judge.
Yeah.
Look at everything. I've got one last question, Ange. Now that everybody's heard heard Kelly answer all of these questions, is anybody else in this box now or in this room willing to help me and come together to try and save a life? Is anybody up for it?
Yeah, of course.
Let's do it. Let's come together.
But like I said, Darren, I said to Kelly when she first come in the box, obviously she missed out on, obviously Drama Talk's its own little section of TikTok. And she 100%. Missed out on that by turning Angie down on an opportunity where we would have all come together and raised a hell of a lot of money.
Lad, weren't she?
Yeah, I know she was, yeah. But that pushed Drama Talk away from the whole situation, do you know what I mean? So now obviously...
I actually defended Kelly on that one, though. I did actually defend you, Kelly, on that one, because I understood why you did that, because Mr. TikTok, and I'd be probably the same, because if you've got a lot of scammers on here, I wouldn't want someone raising money and not giving it to me and it'd be a scammer.
Jonathan Stone has done it. He raised money for Harley and kept it. Like, so many people have done it.
What you should do is say to people, if they're going to do stuff to raise money, gifts off and divert people directly to the GoFundMe. Do you know what I mean? Or to whatever it's going to. Because otherwise TikTok then take their 60%, then everything, do you know what I mean? It's just a case of, we did it before, we run a live and it was brilliant. And we just got everyone to go straight to the GoFundMe, had a picture up of the GoFundMe and we could see it going up. And yeah, it was brilliant.
Well, Kelly, the only other thing that you have to do and help Harley out with, I think, is get him away from being a Spurs fan.
Oh, no. Never.
Yeah, big disappointment there.
He's loyal. Unfortunately,
can I just say something as well?
Can anyone... Oh, sorry, Katie.
Go on, babe. Do you want to go first?
I just wanted to say, anyone... obviously, I did have a message from someone saying about gift aid, etc. If anyone's got anything that Kelly can do in regards to supporting her fundraiser for Harley, just drop her a message and just point her in the right direction, because obviously this is her first time doing this as well anyway. So if there's anyone that's got any ideas or charities or anything that will be able to help her, just drop her a message and help her out.
And let me just clear up. Sorry, Andrew, 1 sec. Let me just clear up a few things. Linda, you've just stated that she refused Spurs' offer. If Spurs had offered to pay 45%, do you think she would have not taken it? Stop being silly. She's answered that already. All right. And people saying about other stuff, it's all been answered. Everything has been answered.
I wonder if, going to Elise's question, what she said there, that if somebody, if you can appoint someone, like 2 people, Kelly, to where if people have questions, instead of bombarding yourself because you've got your hands full, is to go to, say, for example, Alicia and someone else, where they can go with questions for those 2 people, and they can go back to you like once a week or twice a week, and then they can go on their live and say, here's your answer to the questions. You know what I mean?
Send it to this page. This is my husband. Right there. This is my husband. This is a genuine page. This is my husband's page. Send them to Ben, please. I do my best to get back to everyone.
I've just got 2 things just before a drop. The first thing is, like, you can tell me no, but a suggestion might be to maybe do a weekly update and do it on the same day each week, and just count everything up and just do a video, not a live, do an actual video, so it gets out to more people and say, right, this is what we've done this week, this is where we're up to, and do it every single week.
Brilliant.
That's just a suggestion for you. The second thing is, please guys, just remember that Kelly and Ben will also want to be making memories with Harley and the rest of the kids. So please, if you see them doing something, don't be so harsh, because it is right that Harley is regressing as well.
Yeah.
He is regressing, isn't he? And we know how hard it is, like, to want to make memories while you can right now. Do you know what I mean? And
you've got a McDonald's, and I'm like, yeah, they're still children. Like, Frankie's only 7. And I felt so terrible. Harley begged me for weeks, can we please go bowling, mummy? And I was like, no, we've got to save every penny. And then, I spoke to a couple of my friends. I was like, but you still need to make memories. Like, my little boy is only 7 still. And at that age, we're out all the time. But please, like, I can't do wrong for right at the minute. And I've had to turn around and say, listen, I'll have to let them all pick one thing to do this half time. And I still have to do that. And like you said, it's memories. Like, I'm
if anybody knows any charities, sorry to interrupt, but if anybody knows, there's some charities out there that will donate days out and certain things like that to you, so you're obviously not using any of your own money that you want to give. If anybody does know any of these charities that will help this family also make memories, because that's so important for Harley, yourselves and your other children, please just get in touch, because it's, family funds one of them.
And there's always going to be questions on this, 100%, and everyone's going to have questions, and transparency, you've got all of that. But the main thing is, just look at his smile, and that's what it's all for. So irrespective of the questions, ask those questions, get those answers and all that, but just remember what it's for. And if you're trolling on it, you're actual scumbags. If you don't like it or you don't want to donate, just don't troll. There's no point on it.
There is one, and I've got to emphasise, there is one particular account that did this to us and the Hardys, and he is vile. Vile, and please...
I've got a video on my page, don't know if you can play it at some point in case of just put it up. Or,
research there.
Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to drop Kelly. I've sent you the little follow if you need any advice or anything.
Just quickly going to show you him more quickly and just remind you, the reason I'm doing this. Sorry, someone's ringing on his PlayStation. Can you say hello, Harley, to everyone?
Hello, lads.
Hello, Harley.
Oh, man.
How are we doing?
Loads of love, lads.
Oh, he's not got Tottenham pyjamas on, you'll be...
Ah, that's a good thing.
Oh, man.
Yeah. England today, yeah? Yeah?
Little legend.
But look, always smiling, always happy, and just,
Bless him.
I appreciate you all, and just, if I can do better and you can help me be better, I'm willing to do anything, I really am.
Well, hopefully you take some of the advice that's been given. Obviously, we ain't all professionals, but it'll probably help with your journey a bit and everything like I said. Pass through a few platform. Angie said she'll have you on there. Go on. You just got to remember that people are going to fire questions. That's all you're going to have to remember is people are going to fire questions.
Most people are on your side when it comes to your little boy. Just remember that. Like, people aren't against you, and people will have questions. It's human nature. It's normal when there's, these accounts saying shit. Just be transparent with people. Just be open. I know it probably feels quite imposing on your personal life, but just when it comes to the GoFundMe and that, just be transparent. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Can I just say one thing before I drop No Face, if that's okay?
Yeah,
I'm just going to say this because you're probably going to hear it anyway, and I hope this doesn't sound, because I can be blunt, I don't mean to, guys, so I do apologise if I am. But the reason why now I've always said that I know that you're not a scammer, right? I've always said that, and I've always supported you. But however, the reason I didn't jump on it is because I thought, because it's 2.5 million, it's a lot of money, and I did think it's a lot of money for one child. And I understand a mother would do anything for their child, but that's why I didn't jump on it, because I wasn't sure about the success rate of the operation, and I thought it was a lot of money. But however, after you answering the questions, I'm happy to get my people, my platform, to, if they can, to donate as well.
I appreciate you all, honestly, and the way you've been respectful. And I'll just do as much as I can to be transparent, and I appreciate all your advice, and try and do better going forward.
Does Ben ever go live for you? He does.
Ben, he can, and he's going to try.
I was going to say, maybe try breaking it down with him. Do you know what I mean? So it ain't just you on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it is good to give your mind a rest from TikTok.
Yeah, because my brain don't shut off, and with the ADHD, it's just forever going, and I just sometimes it's too much. But yeah, he is going to start going live. But he's completely different to me, where he's got autism. He's a completely different kettle of fish. But
I'm dropping now.
Right, guys.
We'll big up Angie for coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through.
Sorry, I'm going to drop down myself. Kelly,
worries.
honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to go as well, because I need to go sit
all of the money.
Kelly, it was nice to meet you.
Thank you all very much.
No Face, I'll message you after this.
Yeah, Darren, message me.
Yeah, loads of love, TJ, everyone.
Drop me a follow, Kelly, and then I'll drop one back and we can get talking about doing some stuff as well.
Oh, wait, Kelly, let me just give back these gifts. Hold on 1 second, because I don't want them.
Yeah, anything that's made from this live, I'll send it over to the thing as well. Because obviously, this weren't meant to be a live about that. Like I said, this all originally started from me just cam 2ing dipshit, and then him going in on me, and then it turned into this. So, but I hope this has answered a lot of people's questions. So let's just have a quick rundown, all right? Spurs didn't offer to pay 45%, all right? That never happened.
Nothing at all.
They haven't got
said
45%
she's gonna
to offer.
Yeah, exactly.
They've
that.
got nothing. They can't even buy players properly. Sorry, Harley.
He's not listening. But that would be in the news. Like, that would be out there. That I wish that was the case. I really do.
Yeah, of course it is. She hasn't turned down an operation that would have been beneficial for him. That's been confirmed. She's said that she's going to be transparent with stuff. So there's nothing you can say about that. And she hasn't gone and turned her tick leap off so people can't see what she earned, because you can't do that. If you could do that, do you not think the people that are on here battling day in, day out would want to be covering up what they earn and would be getting it done? No, you can't do it. All right. And the other thing is that they personally don't block or mute people. So they don't know whether you've gifted and you're being blocked. They don't know that. It was the mods. So they've agreed that they're going to go through it. They're just going to have a word with the moderators and tell them maybe mute certain things, but it's a live and learn situation. The lady's come to TikTok for help. She ain't been on here for forever, and now then turned around and said, you know what, I need everyone's help. Let her live and learn. And the other thing is the gifting badge. All right, let me just confirm that as well. I'll put it up again because so many people keep saying about it. This is her account here, 247k.6, a level 1 gifting badge. That means she hasn't even sent a rose to somebody, let alone a lion. Alright, Ben's account that's in the box now, you can click on the account and it shows you that's got a level 1 gifting badge. Alright, so people saying that she's out here sending lions and that, shut the fuck up. Just click on it. It's a simple thing. You could click on the account when she's live and quite clearly see. If she had turned the gifting badge off K-hole, it wouldn't show as a level 1. It wouldn't show a gifting badge.
That is the gifting
give
badge.
your head a wobble.
The gifting badge will still show, even if it was turned off. It just doesn't be highlighted. It's not highlighted.
Yeah.
When it's turned off.
I just hope right now for you that, you know, now that you've took a little bit of advice and, you know a little bit more of what you need to do moving forward, that people can just write this, like, leave you to just move forward now. You've obviously took a lot in from, and you've got a lot of support now, and, you know, just leave you alone. Do you know what I mean? And just come on, do what you're doing, be as transparent as you can, take everything what everybody said on board, because, you know, everybody says we've been through it, but obviously everyone in the boxes, No Face, Alicia, have all helped other families as well, so they're giving you advice from what they've seen in the past from helping families. So I think this live's been really amazing. Honestly, everyone's been so respectful, and you've answered everyone's questions amazingly, and I know it's really difficult, but I think that the way everyone's come across and asked you, and it's been really nice, to be honest, and I just hope you've took, like, goodness from the live.
Yeah, no, I have, and I appreciate you all and your advice, because I'm literally fresh out of the womb, and I'm learning. I've learned a lot about myself the last couple of years, and I'm learning on here. But yeah, I appreciate you all, and thank you all so much for your advice and your help.
And I will say as well that Louis, King Louis, was offered to come over here and obviously have his say and just get it all sorted and squashed, but he refused to because he wants to just entertain his comments and get the views in while talking about this situation. And my point about him earlier was the fact that his mum sat on this app while he was ill in bed getting trolled day in, day out, so he should know how it feels. So portraying the same shit onto this family is disgusting.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed, and I'm not going to lie. Hopefully he will take something from this as well, but he sat over there with all of our trolls in the comments, so just have to leave him to it. But guys, I'm going to drop anyway.
Hey,
Kelly, me and
thanks for coming up.
to you, babe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Alicia, love you, girl, and everyone in the boxes. Speak to you later.
Bye, Katie.
Take care, everyone, and
All
thank
right,
you
Kelly.
so much.
Well, thank you for coming up. Obviously, this weren't intended. So,
No,
like I said, but it's been a big eye opener to everyone.
Thank you so much. Thanks
All
a
right.
lot. Yeah,
No
thank you.
worries.
Take care.
All right, see you later. Bye.
Alicia,
Right, if
get
you're
back
in
into
here
your
and
inbox.
you're not following, please get your following before you all off somewhere else. It's been an eventful live. I'm glad that Kelly was able to get out a lot of what was being asked.
Oh, turn up the volume.
Yeah, he's talking to that boy now.
Let's have a look.
For me. And so the next day I'd woke up in the morning and I researched it just so I knew what was like going on in that. Like just to understand the conditions and stuff first. I'd heard of them but didn't know anything about it. So I searched it up, the mum's account come up, but all the videos I watched were all just exposed videos just showing things that to me didn't seem to add up. Like every video, like obviously not the illness, which is what they're twisting it as. Like the illness, anyone with eyes can see obviously he's clearly very ill. Like that's facts.
Yeah.
But the videos I'd watch, what it was just other things, like say there's some contradiction things she say, or say there's a picture where one day she says it's on 25% function, 8 days later she says 50 something, then there's a picture on the video where like
Really low, No
doctored.
Face?
But again,
Low?
I didn't say it was
Yeah.
doctored.
I'll turn it
I
up on
didn't say anything. I just watched the video. The only thing I actually said was I'd watched that. After I said it, I had a load of people shoot up on my stream saying that they'd donated, and then when they'd asked us normal questions, they'd got blocked, right? But 3 of the people that said that, one was Marley Moore, which I don't know if you've seen him or not, but he's a creator on this app, and his whole account is just helping people, animals and people in really bad conditions. His whole account is just helping them, right? So I know for a fact he definitely hadn't trolled them, insulted them or nothing, and he claims he gave him 200 quid, he asked like how the kid was, and he got blocked. Another guy, one of my gifters, he says that he'd sent him £5, and then he said to him, if you include TikTok gifts and the charity, how close are we to the goal? Again, instead of answering the basic question, which you'd think they'd be able to do, they just blocked him, deleted the comment. Same with a girl called Aisha, same with many people that had commented to me. That's all I said. That was literally it, yeah? So anyway, later on, later on, They all come in. I'm being cam-toed by some random account, don't even know the guy, face something or other. Then apparently the mum's live, lying about me. Apparently the mum had claimed that I'd said the illness weren't real. The mum had said that I'd said I was telling people to refund from the GoFundMe. The mum also claimed that I was telling people she'd already refused the surgery, but the surgery she refuses a different one. And just non-stop things that I had not said, which I will prove I have not said over the next couple of days. I'm going to give it a day or two because I've had non-stop death threats all night. So I'm going to let them carry on giving me that. And then in a day or two, I'm going to get clips of the mum claiming I've said this, that, and whatever. And then I'm going to cut to my stream of what I actually said, because I never said that. Like I said,
it is though, King Louis. I think it's the problem is the trolls. I think, it's communication and all that kind of shit. I think regarding the blocking, I think she's got mods, and I think sometimes might accidentally block someone on my live as well. I think she's like a woman that's going under a lot of stress, like your mother was, when you were sick. A lot of stress, and maybe she doesn't want to answer the questions.
Yeah, big up Angie. She had to drop that in there because it needed to be dropped in.
And it's like she just.
Thank you all for the follows as well. It's appreciated.
And I did say that she has to, bear with it a little bit,
Yeah, Basil, I don't question who you blocking
there. That's the problem. I think she's not. It's not because she's blocking them because she don't want to answer because she's she's lying or she's a scammer or anything. I think it's just getting too much for her, to answer all the questions, especially the same questions over and over again. So I do think the mods may be also blocking as well. And I think with the rest of the video,
Briggy, are you in there?
My father when he was in hospital and
Briggy.
months. And
because Briggy messaged me, but I can't message her.
Then we were getting a letter saying it was his left lung, that it was his left lung when it was his right lung.
Briggy, accept my request to this.
Then next minute we were talking.
Can I just point out, no one from here has sent
blocking everyone. What, over there or in else?
The case here where people just
no one actually in here.
Kez, I send unaliving threats to people every day.
Oh my God!
Talking about.
She's
can't hear. Yeah, shush.
And now it's
To me.
a week later, it's 25%. We don't really know much about the condition that their son has. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then next thing as well, then I got this no-face guy. He asked him to jump up and box, right? I add him to box, and again, he's just straight lying. Going on saying that, I had to go for me, I didn't mind when there's that, going on and on, pushing the fact that I'd told people to refund for it, not true. Then he's on his own account, apparently cam-toing me, saying to his followers that he's going to troll me into needing another new heart. And
All
like
lies.
That.
Trolls.
I just think
Trolls.
all these people that claim they care so much about this one individual with an illness.
Go over and write trolls.
But then, me reacting to one video, not even saying anything. All I actually said was that I thought it was just blocking people like Marley and that. That's the only thing I actually said.
I think I would call it out. I've called out many scammers on here, yeah, and we have been right. We really have. And I tell you, she's not a scammer. There's no way she'll be asking for 2.5 million and her being all over Facebook.
I know I said it, Gemma. I'll stand on my fucking... I'll stand up on my high horse and say that.
She's asking for. And
Do you not get what sarcasm is?
A scammer hides that they're a scammer. They don't sit there saying, hey guys, I want 2.5.
But that was my response to him getting mouthy, offering me out for a fight.
Trolls. People, you're analysing every word she says. She's trying to get things done. It's
Lord Rob has been in here, she's replying.
The doctors are going to get it wrong, as well. And I know that the doctors have screwed up a lot, as you were saying, telling her one thing, next minute something else. You know what I mean? So I just think there's a bit of a confusion, miscommunication. You're listening to the trolls because she hasn't been gifting the lions and unis either. She hasn't got a gifting level because if she was gifting lions and unis, right, and had a gifting level, I can guarantee you somebody would take a screen recording of that or a screenshot. So there's no receipts of that, and they would take that. That is the trolls that are saying it.
What I'm saying is, it's all being twisted because as fucking Louis, I never said that she is a 35. I never said she.
Who the fuck is Lord Rob?
People in chat said it. I've just read it out. Then all these lot have twisted it as if I'm.
Hello. Read it out. That's a problem.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry. This is my backup account. Someone said that you guys wanted to talk to me.
For fuck's sake, can you not read my comments? Someone's saying that Lord Rob wants to speak to me.
Yeah, that's what we were getting. People were spamming it in the comments saying that they should let you up in the box, but you weren't in here at the time.
I ain't got bloody... No, I was in there like a little while ago, but then I went live on my own account, on my main account.
I know, it's trolls obviously going back and forth.
Yeah, that's all right, because there's another troll, because this Jim Bob, whatever the bloody name is, was saying in here that apparently I was talking bad about you, and I'm thinking, hold on a minute, I've never even heard, like, with no offence, I've never heard of you until now.
No, that's cool. Let's keep it right. We're getting back to business anyway.
Oh, that's always good. That's always good.
All right, sweet. Have a good one.
All right, bless.
He just come in and got 32 followers. I've been in there. Fucking hell.
Everyone followed Joey before he cries.
That was it.
Yeah.
But then No Face can go on about
Why is his volume so low? Is it your...
Other people.
He's a very quiet man.
No.
I can hear him fine.
Everything. Plus other
No, he's low.
No one talks about that. No one says anything about that being bad. But yet I react to a video and I'm worst person on the world.
Yeah.
And again, like half of what they've all said, I haven't said.
Yeah.
Like literally 99% of everything these lot have said tonight isn't something I've said.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
just
why
think, I just think because they know that you've been in a similar situation. Do you know what I mean? Where you know, you know, with your heart transplant. Was it heart transplant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think because you've been in that situation, I suppose people kind of think that you should understand more than anybody. Do you know what I mean? With the trolls and
And Alicia, obviously, everyone knows to follow her anyway.
It's because the thing is, weren't going off random people. Like
As he Lulu.
A lot of the people that are telling
Yeah, I'll
me
drop
things
my
weren't
follow on his
trolls,
main.
they're, like trusted people.
What's his
Yeah,
main
like,
account,
the whole
mate?
accounts
Lord Rob.
Are based around just helping people. But again, even what I said, I weren't saying that whatever these say is facts. People are saying what they're saying, and I've said so many times, X person said X thing, blah 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 blah. But obviously, say over an 8-hour stream, when people ask me the same question again and again and again, the first say 300 times, I'll maybe say, oh, X person said this at that. Once I'm repeat myself the 500th
Nobody follow Honey in the comments because I've already got people they are blocked.
And then what they're then doing is, then they're basically nitpicking and making it as if
That's
it's
the
me
same for
personally
Kelly then,
That's
Louis,
basically made
surely.
every accusation, and then everyone's going live about me as if I'm the one that's made every.
Imagine him going on like that when all I was doing was cam 2ing him.
You know what,
Yeah,
I think
and he started going in on me.
Where,
And then wants to cry on that victim now. I told you it wouldn't be long, didn't I?
It's, it could look like not you personally, but it could look like it's people are going to start believing you now. Do you get what I'm saying? And think, oh, okay, this is a scam. This is really.
Yeah, Kez is lying on a good
I've
name.
not said they're a scam though.
Yeah.
That's what.
Alicia threatened me.
No, I know, but other people have said it. Do you know what I mean? And unfortunately, people jump on that bandwagon. You just don't want a witch hunt.
No, I get what you're saying, but it's just I just think so many people are just they're so.
Jazz,
so
you realise that that's my
actually
missus,
been
don't you?
said to the point I'd say I'm just fully being lied about at this point. Because 99% of everything
Kez, you'll
I've
get
heard
blocked
tonight about me, I haven't watched the streams. I will admit I'm going off what I've been told. But
Katie, she did it on WhatsApp.
Been said is all things I've never once said. It's just straight made up.
No one's actually in that stream.
You should jump into No Faces. Yeah, do you feel like to jump into No Faces just to explain so you can have a conversation?
See, the thing is, right, so earlier I'd added him on my box. I'd added him on my box when people asked him, and all he did was start screaming and shouting at me.
Lies, it weren't.
Because this is the thing, the whole day people were going on, what's it? Them lot will say that, I just want followers and that of drama. So then when they join, I'm like, and start trying to argue me,
I was just sitting here minding my own business. What's going on, Hustle?
Really not trying to have some
I
drama.
weren't doing I was doing absolutely fuck.
You didn't even raise your voice.
I know.
So
You didn't send any death threats either. None of us did.
I'm just 99% sure it will go the exact way it went earlier. And when I added him on, all he did was start screaming and shouting at me, trying to act like some tough guy, insulting me. All the followers trying to brag about me, insulting me for the illness, blah 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 blah.
That's a lie. No one said that. What? No one said that.
Where there's 3-year-old little girls and so on.
That's a lie.
That's fine.
That's fucking lie.
What'd he say?
He's saying that we threatened to go to his house.
No, he was asking people to meet him in a car park.
That's what No Face said to you. That was coming.
No. Coming to my house weren't him. No, that was.
I was gonna say.
Sorry.
No. How is it my followers?
I've been told 1,000 times that he has non-stop been going on about making me need a new heart and stuff like that.
How have I non-stop?
wow.
What the fuck? I watched this guy for a couple of hours now.
But when he did join my box, all he was doing was screaming.
Lies.
Yeah.
I could not get a word in edgeways. So I thought, what's the point? This isn't a civil debate.
I've got my live anyway, so I'll download it.
I talk, boom, we're not going nuts at each other. That weren't how it was. I added him up and he's just screaming and shouting at me. That's it. I couldn't get a word in edgeways. So I thought, well, what's the point? This is just going to be some shouting match to entertain random people on the internet. It's not achieving anything. This is basically just a drama box where we shout at each other for the sake of random people on the internet. It's not getting anyone anywhere.
At the end of the day, you have a right to ask questions and things, as long as it's not like an actual statement. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's all I've done. Is I've just been told things from people that claim they're donors and stuff like that, and I've been like, yeah, that's true. That is a bit sus. That's it. I've not said, this is fat, that's fat.
Yeah. I think though, if you're saying that, yeah, but I think if you're saying that on TikTok, people are going to start thinking that it is true. Do you know what I mean? When you're saying, oh, it does sound suspicious, you know what I mean? And I think what it is when you had the heart transplant and everyone supported you, you did get a lot of trolling and, you don't want to start listening. Do you know what I mean? You want to kind of support the person that's kind of been in that same situation as you.
So different, because with them, it's more the people that have been saying stuff. To be fair, in my chat, no one's actually said anything about them in terms of that. But in other trolls, though, I'm assuming it's down to do with the fucking the financial side of it and people, going on about TikTok and the charity.
Oh, Jelly had a banner up on screen saying they were scammers.
People were doxing the hospital, spam calling it.
No face, you see now.
Were doxing the hospital. There's a creator on here that wanted me to stream with them and said no, so they repeatedly doxed the hospital. People were claiming that the condition was fake, claiming that the room was actually a studio. So I do think it's completely different subject though. Whereas with them, no one's actually trolling them like that. Because no one's claiming Harley isn't ill. No one's claiming that the illness is fake. Like, no one said that. I myself have not said that at all. It's these liars on stream that have said it. Like, all these creators tonight are the ones saying I've said it.
But when you're saying things like... Yeah, but when you're replying to people in your comment...
I can't hear you.
When you're saying to people in your comments, that sounds a bit suspicious, you know what I mean? So you kind of...
I feel like going to ask him about this scam thing.
I get what you're saying.
Let me go and ask him.
Yeah, if someone... well, I half get it. I don't know, because it's like...
There's nothing wrong with asking questions. It's a lot of money. You can ask questions. But when you're saying putting out a statement, that's a statement. That's not a question. When you're saying, oh, that does sound a bit suspicious, yeah, it gets the trolls onto it, and then the trolls...
I get what you're saying, but the thing is that it's right, because people are going off the odd 20, 30 seconds here. The streams, I've been back streaming 10 days. Every stream has been between 8 to 12 hours, right? So it's so easy to just nitpick at an odd, 10 second or 30 second here. But if you look into the entire stream, there's so many times where I've repeatedly said, time and time again, so many times I've reiterated that this is just people's opinion. This isn't an absolute fact.
Where you're coming from, and I would like to ask, I'd like to ask the viewers as well. Do you think, guys, it is social media? People are entitled to an opinion, even if it is, what the opinions that you have. I don't know everything.
Oh my God, has TJ gone over there?
Or not, because it is an interesting point.
About an hour ago.
People are entitled to their opinions, but, I don't know.
And, I do think a lot of people, what is it? If they have donated money and then they have been blocked, whether it's accident or not accident, to be fair, in my opinion, I do think they are allowed to have an opinion on it, and they are allowed to be a bit upset, because a lot of them, their questions weren't bad and they weren't trolling. It genuinely was just asking,
Can you understand other people being upset? But can you understand how other people being upset with you? Because you can also incite that hatred also when you're saying, oh, that sounds a bit suspicious. Where other people may jump on that and not donate. They might not donate.
I understand what you're saying, but no, because I haven't done that. Because again, no one's actually watched my full stream. They're just going off Chinese.
But you're doing it right now.
People just going off random shit that hasn't been said.
There's someone in your boxes. I don't know what them in. That's Katie, I think.
Well, I was literally about to end, to be fair. You were the last person. I just added him because he's the next in line. But I'm waiting to end, but... I'll hear whatever else you want to say to me, but I'm probably going to end within 5 minutes.
I feel bad for you, Louis, because you actually you were just having an opinion, and that's the trouble with this app. No one can have a different. There's no hate to you, by the way, Angie.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
No, I've just seen Louis get a load of hate over the last couple of days for having a different opinion because he's not following the crowd.
I've only camped him for a couple of hours.
I think the whole thing's a load of bullshit.
Apparently, he had a banner up, Alan.
Who?
Louis, asking if people thought they were scammers or something about them being scammers.
Way that you act and all stuff like that. That you're entitled to question it. You're entitled to question it. He's been dragged because everyone sees everyone sees a poorly child, which is, it's horrible. It's horrible. We hate seeing Louis like it. We don't like seeing
He had
Harley
two,
like it.
apparently.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish. I understand what you're saying, but however, it could be stopping people to to donate to a sick child. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you are a big creator, Sexy.
But it's not even about that. But I'm not gonna encourage my audience to donate to something that I personally don't believe in, especially when there's a timeline of so many
He
inconsistencies.
actually doesn't have to.
Do you know what
He
I'm
doesn't
saying?
have
That's
to.
what I was saying. I never
Can
said
someone let
anything
him know he
like
doesn't
that. I
have
just read
to?
the video, and according to the video and the papers and everything else showed, and like say like deadlines that would be say 1 month, and all of a sudden it hits the deadline that's another month. But
Like,
I
for
myself,
example, sorry Louis for interrupting,
I've
but
just
for
showed the
example,
videos.
she said that the NHS wouldn't give him medication, and then in the next sentence she was saying that he was on opiates, which is a heavy medication to get prescribed. So is he on medication or is he not? And there's so many like red flags, you know. And the thing is,
but you're analysing
what I
child.
like about this app, that if you don't agree with the
Do we
facts,
have the
you're gonna
right
get
to
hate.
know if someone
And it's
else's
like everyone's
child, what
forcing
medications
their
they're on?
opinion, because unfortunately it is a poorly
No.
child.
Do we? I
But
don't think we do. I think when I'm talking about transparency, I'm talking about people are donating their money. And you need transparency for that. Do we need to know all his medications he's on, all his appointments,
in a way,
everything
I
that's
feel
going on? No, we don't.
I shouldn't have an opinion, but at the same time, when there's inconsistencies,
I just people are forgetting there's a little boy at the centre of this.
Why didn't he ask Kelly this when he was in the
It's a
box?
difficult one because you could be inciting hatred towards this family that are wanting donations for their sick child, right? I just think, and if she's got solid facts that they are a scammer or they're lying,
All I know as a mother is I would do everything in my power to get what my child needed to be okay. That's all I know.
I got called a charity scammer.
Please, what you're saying is you're saying what they're saying, but you're analysing everything. And I've been there with my father where things kept changing all the time, and I started getting confused about what what I was saying, and I said the wrong thing, and everyone jumped on it.
You're a smart lady, Angela. Do you know what I mean? So maybe you should look into it a little bit more. Like
I have looked into it, Zach. I even looked up at the doctor in New York, the surgeon in New York.
what surgeon? Can you tell us his name?
Oh, I can't remember his name now. For God's sake,
Angie's in here and over there. She's living her best life.
That's the one.
He's
I've
acting
done my
like me.
research too.
You've just looked it up, haven't you, Zach?
But do you know what I mean? Like,
Just people can be so
we're
cold
allowed a difference of opinion.
when it comes to social media and stuff like
It
this. It
doesn't make
makes me
us bad
sad.
people, good people, or whatever. We're allowed a difference of opinion. Everyone's allowed a difference of opinion. It doesn't make us bad people. It doesn't make us a better person than another. But it's just at the end of the day, you're allowed to have a difference of opinion. And Louis shouldn't be getting the hate that he's getting for having an opinion.
Exactly. It's like I said, at the end of the day, I never said anything for sure. And again, over the period of an 8 to 12 hour stream, you can easily clip anything to look any way you want.
And the trouble with TikTok creators nowadays, they're so insistent on looking like the good people that they want to do so much for charity, regardless of whether it's true or false. Do you know what I mean? Like, I supported you when you were going through your thing. And then if you look at the argument that you had with that singer yesterday, that never helped you when you were at your level. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, was he arguing yesterday?
Yeah, he's having a dig at another singer on this app. That is, he's getting his digs in.
Yeah, Lucy.
Everyone calls me a charity scammer, but the charity that I have.
Yeah, because Lucy tried to get in my box earlier, and I said, like, I ain't getting into it, and then all started
So
happening.
anyone that wants to call me a charity scammer,
Oh, they can.
I have receipts. It was a direct link to the
What,
charity.
Louis was beefing Lucy?
It was a direct
Yeah.
Well, this all makes sense now then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
5 million and plastered all over Facebook, Instagram, because it is, everywhere. She's been on the tally and all this and be a scammer, no way.
Yeah, but anyone can be on the telly. Anyone can be on the telly. I personally would.
Social media, Zach.
I wouldn't take my child.
Please,
Yeah,
let me
go on,
speak for a
that
second.
game.
No scammer says, "Hey, everybody, I'm on all these social media platforms, wanting 2.5 million, and guess what? I'm a scammer." No scammers do that.
But if your child hasn't got long left, like they say, unfortunately.
Oh no, I can't.
Whatever, but would you take him on national television, sit him in front of cameras in a studio, under those lights, and say, if we don't...
Yes, if it's going to bring awareness and get help,
I'll do everything
That
to
unsettled
get
me.
the money needed for my child, anything and everything. Thank God I'm not in that
money.
position.
You know that.
But when you
I'd
leave
stand
your child
outside
at
television
home,
studios.
You love that was your own voice. I said the 2 million they want is a lot of money, right? And I said, and that's why I didn't jump on it, because I just thought I don't know about the surgery. Is it's going to be a success to be spending 2.5 million? However, a parent's going to do what they can for their child, yeah. But you can't say.
I just think for a parent,
you can't say that
my
the
personal
child
opinion
was on a TV show with all these lights, and the child is sick. That's they're not making their child worse. Do you know what I mean?
My personal opinion would be that I would take to a TV studio, if I'm raising awareness, would be a montage of clips of my child. I wouldn't take my child there and say, you've got a death sentence.
Oh, wow.
That's as harsh as it sounds, but that's what it was.
I'm listening to this.
Guys, I'm leaving the box as just this
You know, that's as harsh as it sounds. I wouldn't sit there in front of... You could do it with Facebook clips, mobile
Has anyone
clips,
seen the TV
with the
interview?
with phone cameras. I
If she
wouldn't
said
sit there
she,
with a child next to me going,
didn't use
if
that
we don't
wording.
get this money, he will die.
I haven't seen
Imagine
it.
how he feels sitting there listening to that.
Jenny says she didn't use that word. She didn't
It's
use
not
that
even about
word.
having a child, it's about...
How old was he at the time?
This was literally like a couple of
Yeah,
months
it weren't too long ago. I've seen the clip.
This child may know. He may already know what could have come.
It's not even about debating whether it's just peak. Like, there's a certain, like, don't. It's one of those ones where if it was either terminal or they're going to die, or if you don't get this and that, like.
A lot of people's questions too is about the TikTok gift money and the charity money too, because no one can see that. I think that's what a lot of the donors were questioning too, because a lot of what I voiced weren't what I'm saying, it's what donors were saying that had donated and then been blocked.
Yeah,
and that's what a lot of them were asking.
Zach, you cannot tell a parent how to be a parent.
No, but I can tell a human how to treat another human. It's not even about parenting. I'm allowed an opinion on parenting, regardless of whether I'm a parent or not, because it's what I would do as a parent. As the same as you would, Angela. You haven't got any kids, so why are you having an opinion?
Before I was a parent, I thought it was the rainbows and butterflies, and my kids would never do anything wrong, and everything would be great. Yet here I am.
If I was in this position as a parent, as a father, that's how I would.
Nobody knows what they would do until they got in that position.
People that have donated do have a right to ask certain questions. I do feel like that. I was saying, I do feel that like, the people that have donated do have somewhat of a right to ask. Because, it is a big amount of money, and some people have really cried. Like,
I said my kids would never drink fizzy drinks, and today when we went for food, all three of them had a glass of Coke.
Reporting to the RSPCA.
RSPCA?
A day or two later, she was asking me in chat, and again blocked. Trust me, there's hundreds of people.
Yeah, Jazz, my kids are never going to have Xboxes and iPads.
Yeah, exactly.
I get what you're saying. It just seems like such a big amount of people with the same story that I just find it mad.
Could be trolls.
Again, I'm not saying whatever. I'm literally just reading what people say.
My boy had an operation at 8 weeks old. I didn't know that was going to happen when he was born.
I just think, all of this this family could be trolled because of your opinions. And your opinions are very hateful. You get what I'm saying? You're now telling a woman how to parent a child and all of this. Do you know what I mean?
Girl, you said you shagged your dog. Like, shut up.
Oh, God.
But do not start on Angela. He was under my protection.
You've fallen off, love.
No, it's not even about falling on or falling off. I've
what
never
for,
fell on.
so?
Do you know what I mean? But you can't sit there and have the upper hand and go, well, this family, this and this family, that, while being the queen of debates when you sat there and said the worst. Shut up, Angela.
I said the worst, so what?
Yeah.
You said, I haven't said the worst.
You can't sit there and have a debate with me and tell me I haven't got an opinion.
What we're talking about. You're taking off the discussion what we're talking about. And you
But
don't
don't sit there and berate me about
voice. You just keep talking over me. You're just full of hatefulness. You're putting out a lot of shit. You're now telling a woman how she should parent a child. You're analysing everything.
Gender's got nothing to do with it. What about the father? What's a woman got to do with it? What about the father? There's two parents involved in one kid, yeah? Come on.
You're just being ridiculous now.
I'm not being ridiculous. It's fact.
Please tell me he is.
You're weaponising a gender for me to have a debate because I've said something that you disagree with and trying to make me look like a bad person. What about the father?
Oh my goodness. I just feel that you're just inciting hate.
I'm not. I have an opinion, the same as Louis' opinion. So is Louis not inciting hate?
Oh, well. Right, yeah.
Is Louis not inciting hate as well? If I have the same opinions as Louis?
Listen, I just don't think you should. I mean, you don't have any empathy. You can have an opinion and have a bit of empathy.
Talk about a sick
You know
child,
what
man.
I mean?
I do have empathy. I wish it wasn't happening to the family. I literally wish them all the best. I hope it, but I mean,
I hope to God he gets through it. I hope to God everything goes well to him. I literally said if I could, I would happily switch places and try to do it myself because it's it's a shame for someone that young to deal with this. But I think no matter what, like a lot of these videos do have like some things that do look like quite a lot of contradictions. Not saying anything is or isn't true, but there is a lot of people with a lot of videos, and there's a lot of donors that all have the same story. But it is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, when my father died, it's people.
Alan, someone called Zoe's in the box saying that she can come up and explain how all this happened with how it all started with Louis.
Confused, and do you know what I mean? But people hang on to you every word on TikTok.
I feel like with you though, people troll you just for the sake of it. Whereas with this particular family, I feel that as far as a lot of people go, I feel like they haven't been trolled.
Gone for a wee.
At least I've not seen. Whenever I've looked, it's been nothing but love. To be honest, like a lot of love and a lot of people actually.
Gary,
really
can you
care
tell
about it.
Alicia that he's probably otherwise engaged?
Why does he have to tell me?
Because you threatened me.
You said I don't send death threats, so I sent you one.
See, she admitted it, guys.
I can't hear you too.
You want to know why?
She admitted it. She sent me a death threat.
Kanye.
I'm going to frame it.
And I said, these are my opinions and why I haven't.
Yeah, so I'm not even being rude.
It's been going on months now, hasn't it?
I said it's a lot of money, and I wasn't sure of their success rate of the operation. I know that sounds harsh, but that's what I said, and that was my opinion.
But that's another thing I think a lot of people have raised too is about that.
It is Katie.
People want to support it's their money they can support. I'm not going to sit there and say people don't support. I might support.
Wait, can everyone
tell my platform if they want to donate?
Wish list screenshot from when you had it up.
I will support.
People are saying he had like phones and iPads on there.
No, I will be from today. Yes.
From today, so it's been going on for quite a while.
Oh God's sake! Don't start questioning me, love.
Have I donated? No, because I didn't believe it. I didn't trust it.
No one cares.
I never promoted it on my platform. I never creators did. I never done it myself.
Always brings it back to himself. It's so embarrassing, man. Fucking hell. Get a grip.
Davina was different when he was in the box with the mum.
Hello, Dion.
Hiya.
What, the mum who went into the box battles?
Can I ask you a question?
No, I mean, when Zach was in this box.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were about Louis.
No, he was different to Kelly when he was in this box.
4 times. I was actually part of Harley.
Follow me if you agree with me, chat.
This Dion person posts videos.
Anything was wrong.
I saw a couple of them yesterday.
I was posting videos all the time, pushing it out. Until things didn't start. Things just started. Contradicting itself, basically.
So, yeah, but like I said, people analyse things too much, and I can understand where she's coming from because it's the same. If I ever spoke about the procedure my dad went through, I'd probably.
Well, for me, it was the wish list. It was the wish list. So did you see the whole thing about the wish list?
That's a question I forgot to ask actually. But no, I haven't seen it.
Right, so I posted a video about the wish list. Kelly went on and made a video about me because of the wish list. This is where it's all started from, right? And this is where everybody started speaking out. Anyway, I posted that video and then she contradicted herself in a voice note to me, basically saying that Harley couldn't use the stairs. That was the reason for this for the wish list, right? So 2 days later, she's ended up fucking telling Harley to go down the stairs and get his own chocolate eclair. So 2 days before this, she's posted a video that's gone viral, saying that he cannot use them stairs. This is what the reason for the wish list.
Right, and he could use them before. I mean, she was saying he could use them before. Is that what you're saying?
No, she was saying he can't use the stairs. That's the reason why she had the wish list for the bedroom, because everybody was checking off this wish list.
Right.
Instead of putting the money to his GoFundMe. So I was pissed.
I really hope the
I was
parents
one
aren't
of these
watching
people
this, man. It's
that was
fucking horrible.
that was
Imagine having to
pushing this
listen to
story
that.
out. I was
People
losing
talking about
sleep.
you like that when
I
you've got a
was
sick
crying all the
child.
time because I was absolutely fucking sick with worry, thinking this kid was going to die. And it was affecting my mental health. They all could see that it was affecting my mental health. And then she was sat on lives opening these gifts. This is where I started questioning it. Why are you opening gifts from these fucking wish lists instead of donating? Why are people not donating to go for me? I couldn't understand where the money was going.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the money not
Oh, God forbid her mental health.
And it's because
you
she
know
did
what
it
I
all
mean?
into a bank. And I know this because I've got proof. I've got the screenshots of Ben saying they're putting it in the bank.
What kind of items were on this wish list?
16 towels, shower curtain, there was something for his PlayStation, 2 footballs, things that just weren't fucking necessary at all.
What do you mean not necessary? He's a fucking kid
I
still.
don't agree with the wish list that they put up. I don't, but she took that.
Someone go and tell her Louis got a wish list up,
If
please.
people watch my videos, you will understand the bigger picture.
He's still a kid.
He has contradicted and lied so much. And I did not want to doubt this.
Can you get TJ in, Louis? TJ's a good one.
He couldn't do stairs, and then
Yes,
he
TJ.
He could do stairs,
Go
and then
on,
he couldn't do
straight.
stairs. Is that what you were saying about the stairs?
No, so she was saying that he literally couldn't not use the stairs anymore. He physically couldn't use the stairs anymore. And then she's contradicted herself again, posting on live saying...
Hang on, Bryony, I'll follow you. I just followed you back, Bryony. It should be okay.
Right, okay, right. Can I just break this down? Right, so he couldn't. She said he couldn't use the stairs.
Kelly, has he
right? And then
unblocked
she's
you
on
yet?
a video saying he could use it. How do you know he could use the stairs? You know, he can use the stairs, but not as he could before, where he maybe needs aid, where he needs helping to get up the stairs. And
Oh,
get
it's
down the
Kelly's
stairs.
account.
He didn't have any aid. He didn't have any help.
What about the fit to fly scenario?
Or them 2 boxes.
Yeah, there was a certain fit to fly. I think it's so easy to put a disabled child
Yeah, you see, because obviously
cameras and
the
say,
Fit to Fly thing, again, I'm not questioning it, but the picture I saw on one of the videos, I don't know if it was from their own account or if this was not, but the picture I saw, I know was not a Fit to Fly. The picture I got shown
I think
was a
Harley's mum's in the chat wants to be written up in the box, bruv.
but I know for
Well, my
sure
box.
I
Two
saw.
different
Yeah, I think we just commented just saying, I'm here, let me up.
What I saw was just a normal lung test that I've had thousands of times.
Right, so I'm going to check that out. So is that on her page? That like.
I can't remember where it is. For me, I found it like randomly when I was
Hiya.
researching.
Hi,
How we doing?
She's got that on her
Hi,
page.
Kelly. Is she gone? Is she gone?
She's in Louis' live.
What,
She's
Dion?
only just
Yeah, we come to
oh,
in, so
yeah.
we're watching. She
Oh,
can't hear
Dion,
you.
whatever your name is. Do you want to tell everyone about the false allegations you accused us of sexually abusing my son?
Kelly, she can't hear you in here.
Well, pass it on,
Right,
Louis.
yeah.
That she has put videos out and accused me and my husband of sexually abusing my son. This woman is vile.
People believe her or not, and I think
She is
Yeah,
vile.
TJ's over there now telling
And
them.
Zach, wherever you are, we said we was going to be transparent. You've jumped from this box. I explained myself to you. You've gone in someone else's box and you're chatting shit. I can't win.
And he still hasn't unblocked you to allow you to go into...
No, Louis blocked me, wouldn't let me voice my opinion. Dion's blocked because her accusations are wild. She done a video saying, oh, my mental health. And then she sits there. There's a police report on her as well because she accused me and my husband of sexually abusing my son. She is filth.
I think the fact that you had a banner up yesterday saying, is it a scam? Reading out the comments that are...
I've just messaged TJ to ask Louis to unblock you to let you, because obviously we just cam to in, so they
Listen, I just want Louis to stop. That's all I want. I've got no grievances to him. It just stops. Like that's lovely. That's all I ask. And Zach,
Let's see if we can get you
he's sitting
unblocked.
there going, if I was his mum, he hasn't even got children.
Even if you did have questions...
Yeah, don't listen to people that don't have kids, because if it was...
He jumped from this box, speaking with all of us, was being open, straight over there to chat shit.
You've gone through it, you don't want to bring any sort of negative...
Dion did say that. I've given it to the police, by the way. I've downloaded it. The police have got it, so we'll see what they say. She absolutely did.
It might be a byproduct of you reading comments...
Absolutely did, I'm afraid.
Things about that sentiment...
Let's see what TJ's saying.
And all that sort of stuff. And it was just a bit disappointing that when I saw your mum go through it, why you would... even sort of put any element into someone else being told in the same way. You see what I mean?
Okay, one sec, one minute. let me just reiterate, I actually never had a GoFundMe. I pushed GoFundMe to help the hospital, to help Arlo, and to help somebody else. Me personally, I never had one.
He did.
And I never asked for money to help my condition.
This is what I mean. These people are liars themselves.
But I did make it very clear that will not save
Yeah,
my
you need to
life. Like I
click
said
your
so
piece, not
many
listen to these
times,
kind of people,
like
mate.
whether I live or
This
die,
is drama
it's
talk.
down to God, not
It's
down
always
to
negative.
anyone.
And I think that was a good thing, actually, Louis. I think it was a good thing.
I
It doesn't
did
matter
make
whether
that
it's
very,
to
very
you
clear.
or to the hospital. I think that was a good thing. It doesn't matter whether it's to you or to the hospital. It's a good thing. But you also had a wish list up because you still have to
Yes,
live,
but
right?
again, even that, I did, again, I don't think it's fair to use against me, because so many people keep saying that, because even back at the time, I said so many times, for literally an entire month, I had so many big creators, so many boxes, people going on and on saying create a wish list. So many times I said, no, don't want one, don't need one, and one of these, there was a box with literally thousands of
This is
people
exactly
going
what
on.
happened to me, what you're
And
saying.
as well, I had people turn up to
Yeah.
the hospital all the time too, with blankets and random stuff like that. Hospital gets spam called. So that's why that even got created, was one, to lower people turning up and spam calling, two, because so many people on here were forcing it. I myself was
But you
never
still
pushing
did it.
that
It don't
or
matter
anything.
then.
And it was in a link tree right at the bottom. So again, that's been used against me a lot non-stop today. But I felt that's so unfair, because I
It's not
never
used
even wanted it.
against you,
I
Louis.
said so many times.
It's not used against you. It's just trying to give you that comparison of saying that people have different things up in different situations, right? And you've
I
explained
felt
your
we were way more
situation.
open too.
I feel like, can I just say
I
something
was
quickly?
so
TJ,
open,
you
whereas
know what?
this isn't.
I
This
love
isn't
I
really
love my
open.
TJ deep, guys. Please follow TJ. I love TJ. But I just want, it was so transparent with Louis because we knew he needed a heart transplant. But I think with this, it's so complicated. And there's been
Yeah, I
so
feel
many.
this is not transparent, whereas I was very transparent.
Yeah, no, you were transparent because there was just one thing you needed. That was a new heart. But
sorry.
with this one, this situation, I think because there's been so many inconsistencies, I feel like that's why people are questioning it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, and I think that's right.
Regardless of the GoFundMe and regardless of whatever, like people done that off their own back.
Can people
And
just say that
like,
he's
fair play to Lou for doing, like, be like, yeah, I need this. I need
Can I ask you a question? These inconsistencies that you keep saying, why don't you just go to No Faces Live and ask it?
Yeah,
Well, I
James
did, but I
got
got
over. He was just over
Okay,
here and he
well,
went.
No Faces.
I'd love to see his face as well. I love looking someone in the eyes.
But the thing is, the thing is, as a human being, I'm allowed a difference of opinion. Just because the masses are getting behind something like it's comic relief, doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to buy a red nose.
Yes, but I don't feel that this family should have a witch hunt.
But
No,
it's not
I think
even a
he
witch
should
hunt.
turn his video on so people can look him in the eyes. And,
It is.
I think it's got to the point now where inconsistencies have started to come out. People are going to question it. I had a direct link in my bio for a cancer charity, and I got called a charity scammer. And that was.
Yeah, I think it's right to ask questions, though, Zach. I think you're right. I think it's fine to ask questions, and I fully believe that transparency should be there. I think the only thing is, though, is, Louis, when you were going through it, would you have wished or hoped that no one would have done what you're doing now, that extra trolling might have happened to your mum? That's the only thing that I'm thinking.
Can you just repeat what you said? Because it broke.
Yeah, sorry. So, all the different things that have happened, but in your situation, where the trolling that your mum was going through, would you have hoped that there wouldn't have been other people maybe angling towards that element to add trolling to what your mum was already going through?
Do you know, it's the things that I feel it's not fair to say, because what we're classing as trolling for them is just people asking genuine questions, whereas the trolling for me was actually people turning up to hospital, people stalking my family, people sending them death threats on Facebook, TikTok, everything. Like, the trolling to me was non-stop and quite violent, whereas what we're calling trolling to them is people asking genuine questions, and a lot of them are people that actually really care, that have good intentions, that have sent money, that have tried to help. And yet we're referred to them as if they're trolls.
But they've also had that, Louis. They've also had that, Louis, as well.
Let me just state something, right? So when I spoke about that wish list, one of Kelly's moderators actually came at me in my inbox, and she was going through my videos I had a video up on there saying that I didn't want to be here anymore. I was crying and everything, and she actually attacked me for that, for my mental health.
Just let Dion know that I've got
Let's keep it to the subject. Let's not like individually like.
Anyway, so
Do you know what I mean?
somebody's come to me about a live that Kelly has just been on, and she's admitted that NHS have refused the medication, him to be on medication. But the other day I was sent a video of her basically saying that he's on opioids. If this is true, then she is actually deliberately trying to make him sick.
Which live did she say that in? No Faces?
Oh no, you did
Yeah.
not.
No, in the No Faces
no,
live, she
you
didn't
did
say
not.
that. She didn't say that they refused
Pain
medication.
management
That's
referral.
why.
He's referred to
I
pain
think
management.
the problem here is
There are
that
screen recordings out there when she did say that the NHS wouldn't give him any medication, and then she said in No
Say that.
Faces Live tonight that he was on opioids, and opioids are a hard drug to get prescribed.
Yeah, so I mean, she did say about they refused the medication and No Faces today. I think the other problem is there's
You're
loads of
not done
different, like,
his
this whole
pain management
45%
referral.
Tottenham thing keeps coming up. Like, why would anyone, if Tottenham said they're going to pay for 45% of it, why would anyone turn it down?
Barbie, what do you mean I got my information from AI?
Yeah, you did. You just done a video apologising.
Don't even, like, if you're going to have a debate, don't even entertain the comments, girl. Like, legit.
The same as Louis. You chat
Video
GPT.
on my announcement, I actually said that I was wrong, and that's why I deleted the videos, because I was actually.
Yeah, I thought it's pointless debating comments because we'll be all here.
This is where it comes
that'll be
in a sensitive subject,
That'll
because
be-
there is a sick child in all of this, and I think
Oh, yeah.
like, all of us do need to, respect that. And it is there's some of us that couldn't even fathom it or go through it, but at the same time, it's so easy for people and parents in that position. The same whether it's a terminal illness,
Management
say if I had a terminal illness, like, it's so easy on social media to weaponize it and lie about it and then clout off it. And I think that's where people are starting to, like, raise questions. It's not even, and it doesn't come from a place of hate. I wish the family was the best, but that's the reason why I didn't.
Why you're back
Encourage my following.
Kelly Harley's mum.
Yeah, that's me.
Louis.
He blocked me.
He's on the phone.
Then started posting about my son. And then blocked them.
Are
you able to
working good on here, so everything you say, I'm hearing like a minute or two later because I'm trying to listen on here instead.
Oh, okay.
1 minute.
That's
You're
weird.
able to unblock Harley's mum.
Things again, the things though, this was happening yesterday though, and then people are like, oh, you're putting stress on.
TJ's trying to get you unblocked so you can go in and just.
Not like again.
That's what I mean. Like,
feel
obviously,
things
they're all Kelly
like,
got
that was about accusations.
I went to.
I feel like I've just
Blocked
been
me
used as a
already.
scapegoat, to be honest.
He blocked
Everyone's
me and
turned
she tried
against
talking
me.
to him.
Everyone's come at me.
I think if you go in there though, Kelly, it's just got to be you in the box with Louis speaking.
One thing you have to remember with Angie as well, she's very opinionated. Angie is thingy, so like, Angie will say stuff that you might think, oh, that's going against me. It ain't. Angie's fully had your back throughout all this.
I don't have anything against them. I'm actually very neutral. If anything, I guess I'm half with them because I actually really hope he ends up being fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, I am not the judge, jury.
He's watching this live.
I have simply just had an open comment section basically instead of blocking everybody. And
Yeah, it's just reading out those comments, Louis. It's because you've been in that position.
Sense, in my opinion, if you're bothered about what people, the videos and all that, just literally make a video and be like, okay, a lot of people have said this, and then obviously
he's listened to our live,
which is basically what I actually did all the time.
I think she's going to do that now. I think she's.
Yeah, I was going to say he's watching us.
Studio. They'd claim that I had actors as nurses, and like the most crazy accusations I used to get all the time. And I'd have to defend myself.
People are saying he's got a wish list up now. What's on that?
Yeah, I think it's just the idea of you've been in that situation, so more than any of us, because people have helped you on the app and you've been through it with your mum and stuff.
I'm going to see if
it's just maybe
still
that extra consideration. Maybe.
Someone said an iPad earlier.
It's heavily twisted because I personally have not actually hated on them at all.
You put a banner up yesterday saying scammers, with the
No, 'cause I didn't,
scammers.
again, if you watch the stream, I didn't actually say that. A lot of people joined, and I said, I'm not saying the illness isn't real or anything like that. If you actually read it properly,
Has he actually got a wish list up right now?
And a PayPal.
I'll read it out to you.
The Harley thing a scam.
He's got some Pro XR glasses, mint chews, mint caffeine pouches, some other supplements, a power bank, three power banks, chargers, 4 chargers, another power bank, another charger.
And then when I trolled them,
Some firming cream, an exfoliating back scrubber,
highly doubt that.
some body
I highly doubt
scrub,
that anyone read that one banner and just talk
Dr.
about
Pepper,
like, let me go troll.
24 Coca-Colas,
Love Dr. Pepper. Get me some.
a knee strap.
Alicia,
Tell TJ, Alicia, to get him to unblock Hope for Harley so they can drop everyone down and just have Hope for Harley, him, and Delusive up.
I have said that. TJ, did you say it to him? Shall I go over and ask him?
Won't be speaking to Dion.
What's on his PayPal, Alicia?
I don't know. You won't be able to see. Oh, he's got a phone on there for £705 and pot noodles. Oh, hang on. Let me go over and see if I can get him to ask him.
Love pot noodles.
You had a wish list up yourself, though, didn't you, Louis?
I've literally just answered that, like, literally.
He's got one up now.
I wasn't listening. Don't answer again, then it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Right, I'm going to shut down now. Alright, thanks for this. Thanks for
the honour you've done.
Katie wants a box. I don't know if you want to.
I don't think his mum would be very happy with him on a trophy. Because his mum's a lovely lady. I don't think she'd agree with it at all.
You know what? I don't think he understands or contemplates the element of just that banner in itself that implies things, and he thinks there's nothing wrong with it because there was a question mark after it. But if the same thing happened, so if we put a question mark then he would say the same thing. I don't think he sort of contemplates that.
Alicia went over because she went into his wish list, TJ.
I know, but I don't think he thinks it's two totally separate things.
Can I just add that I don't think this woman has custody of her children and she looks completely
Let me just,
unbalanced.
sorry, I'm just going to put someone on in the background. Let's put Shelley on. Alright, let me mute her.
Teammate, you can speak.
Everyone follow TJ for what he just did.
Louis, I think Louis should just come over, sort it out with Kelly, one-on-one. I'll drop everyone down. Like, if everyone shares this to Louis, and then we can just get this squashed now. Do you know what I mean? Then that's one less stress for Kelly, and it's one less stress for him.
And can I mention the wish list, by the way? When people first started asking about the wish list, first of all, Harley's had to have ground floor extension build because he should not be using the stairs anymore. Now, can't and won't and shouldn't. He should not be using the stairs. But is he still having to use those stairs because the council have not done his extension? Yes, he is. Dion, I did a video of Harley going downstairs to get a chocolate eclair. Now, you'll see in the video, it's paused twice. Those two instances. So we could give him oxygen in the meantime. Like, you get him downstairs, put him straight on the oxygen. And she's going, if I was Harley's mum, I'd take him the eclair up there. Why is she making him walk down the stairs? It's ridiculous. But the accusations are wild. Wild. Why did I not take him his eclair? Why am I making him walk down the stairs? You know, I'll never please everyone. But she then has a video of herself talking about how she was accused while she was in rehab of her child taking in drugs to her because she tested positive again. She needs to stop. She compared me a few days ago to the Epstein files because Harley come out with an inappropriate comment. I'm going to admit, you know, but bearing in mind he's delayed in so many areas, and at the same time he's going through whatever you call the change, the hormonal change, puberty, that's the one. And he's nearly 16. And he made an inappropriate comment. Do I agree with it? No. But does that make me a sexual abuser to my child?
No.
It is vile.
Let me just say that, Louis, you are probably watching this, bro. Just come and jump in my box.
Yeah, listen,
I ain't here to argue with you, yeah? I will drop TJ, Kez, Alicia and Joey, and it can just be used to squash it and be done with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I jumped in your live earlier to talk to you. I talk a bit louder than what you talk. You thought it was thinking you kicked me down, wouldn't let me back up. Like, come get in the box, yous can talk, and no one else will be up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, no one's doing this for your clout, as you were saying, because of your clout's not needed, mate. Like, this is just a case of trying to de-escalate a situation that doesn't need to keep going on. And you can quite easily do that by jumping in the box now and just squashing it. Have your say, and then be done. unless you wanna still continue this. Do you know what I mean? That's the only other option. So no, they didn't. So let's see if he'll jump up.
Don't drop me out of the box, bruv.
Yeah, he will. That'll happen sometimes, but we'll just see. He might.
Kelly, the NHS refuse medication?
The NHS have not done a pain management referral. A pain management referral.
So has he got
basically the
medication,
hospital-
like the opiates and stuff?
So the hospital he's under have still not sorted out his pain. His paediatrician has prescribed him a medication called dihydrocodone. I'm not sure that comes under an opioid, but you can imagine what immense pain he is. He's sorry, I've got to laugh at these comments.
Ignore the comments, Kelly.
Be respectful in the chat. Come on, guys. This is a serious topic. Don't just shout stuff.
Mods, be on it. If people are being ridiculous, Baz has been well on it. I know he has, but
what was but yeah, with the pain management. So even his paediatrician, he has had in total, I think, 10 referrals for pain management, and they have still not sorted him out. Pain management. That boy is in immense pain every single day, and it's only because it's codeine, but not stronger. It's only because of his paediatrician that he has dihydrocodone. It is opioid based, but still, like it's like they don't care. They just left him to suffer. If it wasn't for his paediatrician, he would literally be left in pain. This is what I mean with people. Words come up. Oh, it's going too quick.
Can we let Zoe is saying that she has been sat with Louis. She's been asking for the box for about an hour. It's not my live, so obviously I need to just let her in. It's up to you, but she has been asking.
yeah, no, I'm not bringing. Like I said earlier on, I didn't bring up other people for Hope for Harley. I'm not bringing up anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like unless they're family, nah. Unless it's Louis, no.
Yeah, it's not my life. I think she just wanted to explain how it all started, but
I know, but Louis can come over and do that. He's a big boy himself. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one's stopping him from coming over. I've said a few times now he can jump in the box if he wants to jump in the box and have a discussion with Hope for Harley, and then everyone can drop down and then the thing is, do you know what I mean? It's his choice, but he clearly wants it to continue to go on.
like people need to remember we're adults. There's a sick child here. He's been through this himself when he's had trolling on this app when he was unwell, because we all saw it. And everyone's an adult and it needs to be spoken about, sorted and squashed because it's getting out of control.
Well, I thought we did that, and then like lo and behold.
And him listening to troll comments or whatever, he's thinking that I'm saying stuff about him. Like, bro, if I was going to say something about it, trust me, you'd know about it. Like I said, we cam-2'd you for a reason. Saying what's going on. That's what we do.
Oh, no.
So, like, jump up.
But they're still fouling my son. Still fouling my son. It don't matter if we're underfunded. Like, they're still fouling him.
Fear or favour. I know you're saying that all he said was that there is inconsistencies in that, but he put banner up with the word scam next to it. And I just don't know why someone who would have been through that, whose mum was trolled, would even infer any of that. He should be saying to his comments, look, I don't want to discuss it at all on my platform. If you want to go over and have a look and make your own decision, that's fine, but I don't want to discuss it. Because I think for him, he should have that empathy to go, I don't want anyone to be trolled because of me, even if I believe that there's inconsistencies. That's the issue for me, not anything else, or believing or not believing. That's a personal choice, right?
No Face will have some respect. It's her son. Wow. Huh? Lisa?
He has been respectful. He's been very respectful.
Been nothing but respectful. He ain't requesting the box, so just
I don't think it'll come up.
He was watching on his other device. Like, everyone will drop down. The comments will be off. You can have a conversation because this is escalating. and the only person that really it's affecting is Harley, and that's what this is all about, regardless of anything else. Like, put all that to the side, people have their own opinions, whatever. There's a little boy who's poorly in the middle of this, and like, Kelly doesn't need the extra stress as his mum, you don't need the extra stress as you're unwell anyway. Like, this is such a pointless exercise.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, people are entitled to opinion. One thing about my removal was said, and I said this to Kelly before she come up, was that my platform is one of them where opinions are allowed, but things have to be respectful. Do you get what I'm saying? I've been nothing but respectful towards Kelly and everything. We've asked questions that people have wanted to ask, she's answered them. Like, we can't do much more than that.
That was snaky.
Same with him. Like, I've offered him to come over. He can have that same opportunity to come over, have his say. Kelly could probably answer a few of his questions that he keeps asking in his chat, and then it can be done. No more has to be said. She can get on with concentrating to do what she's trying to do, which is raise money to save her son's life. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to say that, but to help her son, and he can continue to concentrate on getting better with his heart and everything like that. And I don't get why he's sitting there saying about, I said this and that about his heart, when the geezer was sat there on his live offering me out for a fight, for fuck's sake.
Mm.
But they're saying that, like I said, it ain't about me, it's about you two, so just get up, I'll stay quiet.
Jack is now in the Hardys live, really? Oh boy.
Robbie, we will only turn the comments off if the host tells us to. It's down to him, so stop spamming it in the chat.
Is it time to play Spice Girls yet?
Right, do you know what I'm going to do now? Anyone who's chatting shit, saying nasty things, I'm just going to mute you for this live, because it's not the time or place. Go start up your own live and say the shit you want to say. Like, come on now.
I have been muting some, to be fair, because some people, I don't understand people's logic and their way of thinking. You're all human beings. This is a child.
Zach didn't have that energy when he was in here. That's it. I explained myself, and he's still then passing that same false information into the next live, saying that I said you're going to die in front of them. No, I didn't. But also at the same time, do people not think he can feel that he's been crushed from the inside? That's his body. That's his lungs. That's his spine. Says to me every day, "Mummy, my back getting worse." Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand people's thinking, like, as if that is not his body.
Yeah, Hugo, people are entitled to ask their questions, and they have been asking questions all evening. You may have missed the evening live earlier, mate. It's like, how many times can one person repeat the same question?
This is my
and answer it, sorry. How many times can she answer the same question over and over and over again?
Questions are one thing. There's people in the comments saying things like Louis going to get calmer with his heart and all shit like this. And
no, I don't want that.
Like, no. Stop saying shit like that. What's wrong with you? Look, we're adults. Stop it.
No.
I don't. That's
what
what I said.
Would have died in vain. You know that. No, we don't. No, I don't wish that on anyone. You know.
Yeah, that's another thing. Nobody has to donate. Like, it's not something that you have to do. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
But certain people are getting other people. This is why I came on here, because you see the comment that I don't know who it was. I'll find out. Someone is getting people to get refunds on their donations, which is just terrible. Someone reported the GoFundMe yesterday. I'm pretty sure who it was, but what they don't...
Thanks, Tim. I'm sorry, Kelly.
No, you're right. What they don't know is...
All right, Timothy, I'll have my universe now, if you don't mind.
Oh, it's Tim. We love Tim.
Where's
Sorry,
Tim?
Tim's a character you might not know. Tim died, resurrected, and he's back again.
On Monday,
He's
Monday.
just on TikTok.
What the hell?
Trust me, Drama Talk's wild, Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly, my only suggestion to you was don't give the trolls the satisfaction of answering them back, because that's what they crave. People on this app that are like that crave the attention.
But in all fairness, it's not Drama Talk that have been giving Kelly shit.
No,
Drama Talk are innocent
Oh,
here.
I'm tuning in more often. I've never even come across you, but to be fair.
Oh my God, you have to come and watch Angie when she's drunk.
I wouldn't.
Listen, I'm going to go because you carry on doing what you're doing, but I just wanted to again come and answer some questions and prove my point. I'll never satisfy everyone, but you know, I'll
You
keep
just
trying.
keep doing what you're doing, mate. All right.
Thank you so much for your advice. You've all been amazing and very, you know, just honest, and that's all I can ask.
No worries. Right. We'll have a good one. All right.
Thanks a lot. You take care, everyone.
Big love, Kelly.
Bye.
Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Bye. Is it time for Spice Girls now?
No, it ain't, mate. Piss off. If you're in here and you're not following, please get your following.
take it out
It's
my
free to
box.
follow out here. Let me
Say the same
work
again
out
for me,
what
no
we've
face,
lost
bro.
here.
Can we swap then?